That's live.
It's 2 of us. It's 3 of us. It's 4 of us. It's 5 of us. It's no, that's the time counter.
Oh, well, I gotta pop out the chat real fast.
Would it be nice if the time counter was people? I don't see anybody.
I don't either. That's okay. That doesn't mean they won't come.
Yeah, post it.
My husband's being kind and looking for a hook. I know if you find the other pile of pearls.
I want a 6 hook. I need a 6.
I'm popping out the chat, okay?
I like Furls hooks, but they're very expensive.
Which one?
Furls, Furls.
Oh.
Well, I didn't
being file folder for the doctor.
I didn't think I did anything since last week here.
Oh yeah, I'm up to 6:30.
No, you're up to 6:31 when I was there.
Oh, it's 6:30 right now.
About 6 followers.
Followers.
I have that many on Threads now. I mean, I have like I'm on my way to 700 on Threads, and on here, I don't know.
Where's the box of my?
Nobody likes me on YouTube. That's a sad thing because
you need to start posting more than beautiful sunsets and stuff.
Oh, she posted a really nice picture of the carriage going through the snow. It was pretty.
Oh, cool! I gotta go check it out.
You
I
know,
haven't been on YouTube.
That's the thing. It's sort of like I hate to say it, but there was a woman. She was so beautiful. She was 57, and she said, I'm 57 today or something. And people actually were mean to her, like saying, oh, you have so many. She did not have a wrinkle. She had nice long hair. She had a pretty slim face. Like there was nothing not beautiful about this woman. You know what I mean?
Right.
Except that her age, she looked 20 years younger than she really
People
is.
are just jealous when they do stuff like that.
Well, but I think maybe like there's kids that were, this was on Threads, but she said, I got so much hate. And I'm, you know, there's so many people who say like they got hate or they got unfollowed. And I'm thinking, if 17-year-old or 16-year-old boys make you really angry, it's unfortunate because, you know, nobody, there's no reason why you would, I mean, like, yeah, there's some people who come on and they look like they have unconventional looks. And so the people are mean, they're just mean. But she just looked like a regular, beautiful person. So, up them. Up. So 3 people are looking at
you, me, and Dawn. Oh, wait. One of us hung up.
2 of them hung up. I don't
know. I'm not on YouTube.
I'm not either. So, whoever's here, put a 1 in the chat.
Okay, so let me ask you this. All right, so I did my first one.
Yeah,
so now do I
Hi, Thomas.
Hi. So now do I end this and start my new color? Hey, Ashley.
Yeah. Hi, Ashley.
So I clip it and start afresh.
Do you have to flip or do you just keep? I don't even remember now.
Or you can tie them together or something.
I actually have.
What you trying to make?
I have this much now.
I'm not trying.
Oh, good.
I am making.
I really didn't sit
are
and
you
do it.
making?
One day I did it during a show. But then I figured I'll just wait and do it. I only made one more painting. You know, yesterday I woke up and I didn't feel creative at all. I had no energy.
Oh.
But this is so sad. Like 2 days before I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I hate when I feel like that. It's just not motivated to do anything.
Yeah.
I laid down in the bed and my dog kept nudging me. I left the bed. And then she went and laid down in the bed. And I'm thinking, could she possibly been like chasing me away because she wanted it all to herself?
Yeah.
Crazy.
My dog likes to kick. The big dog used to try to kick me off the bed, but I keep.
I honestly thought the way she was nudging me that maybe Norton was out in the snow and I needed to go get him. And no, he was inside. He doesn't usually like going up the stairs unless something's really going. Like if everybody's upstairs, he'll go upstairs. But like if there's a chance that we're going back down, he'll stay. I don't know. They're kind of steep.
Yeah,
I had a
dangerous in the winter.
Well, this is outside. I mean, inside.
It's still dangerous. It could be slippery if, gets wet or something.
Okay.
They're
All right, good question.
Yeah.
All right, so am I gonna go inside the? Do you go inside?
Are you
hole?
going all the way around? Like,
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah,
I
you
used
go
to just
inside.
do it in the holes. I would count out 4, do.
About 10 inches, Ashley. 10 or more, depending on where it was. Okay, cool.
So Ashley, do you do crafts? Yeah, isn't it crazy? I would have been impressed if you had 3 or 2.
Hey, Shelby.
Hi, Shelby.
Hi, Shelby. Oh, dinner. Grilled barbecue cheeseburgers, coleslaw, roasted potatoes, stuffed marshmallows.
Oh, good, because I still didn't eat anything other than a few chips.
Are
so.
the marshmallows in the potatoes, or are the marshmallows stuffed with potatoes, or are the marshmallows stuffed?
No, it's roasted potatoes, comma, stuffed marshmallows for dessert.
I like all that stuff. That sounds good.
I don't know where
yours are right over there.
Yeah, I know. And I can't get them. Thank you. I like to start the project with the same brand of hook. What? Absolutely.
The other ones.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, Scott Chris.
He's gone. He brought me a hook.
Well, they move fast, don't they?
Who?
Your boys. Your guys.
Sure, okay.
No?
No.
There's like,
I'm gonna strangle you, dog. You've gone poop. Knock it off. Strangle.
So, Ashley, do you craft?
does Ashley craft?
Does anybody out there craft?
Maybe Shelby likes to cook. I consider cooking a craft.
Oh, yes, most definitely. I think Dawn should take a video when she's cooking a cake or cookies or something and make little videos.
I will when I get in my house.
Southern chefs get a lot.
I'm giving you content. I need content so bad.
Southern chefs do very well on YouTube, actually. And people don't tell them that they look wrinkly like they do on other medium. Oh my goodness. It's hard. It's harsh. It's a harsh world. I mean, it's like if you kind of tell somebody like, oh, I am 50-12 or whatever you'd say, they just don't want to know you. Like there's some people that are ageist, I'll say. So like 50% of the people who follow me on the platform where I do have nearly 700, they're over 40. And a quarter of them are probably over 60.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn, are you doing the corners with double the amount with a space in between?
I'm doing like 2 in each corner, 2 chain stitches in each corner.
No.
That's what it said.
Oh, you're reading a thing? Okay.
I don't know.
No, if you're reading a pattern, listen to the pattern, not me. I don't know what I'm talking about. That looks very nice.
Except I got to close the hole in the middle. But my problem is, okay, when I come in with the brown, do I come in the big hole, the corner hole? Is that where I start?
You start where you left off with the other one, or you could start there. I never made a difference.
I used to always start and end at the corner somehow when I did it. And then my chain stitch was one of the corner ones. But I didn't do what you did. I used to just, I don't know what I used to do. I used to make them all the time. See, this is the problem. Like if you put something down for 20 years, it's hard to remember.
No, it is. Hey, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
I mean, we must have had about 6-7 inches.
Yeah, but it's half gone by now.
And then we had a couple more, and then ours was blowing around. I mean, the snow looked like you know how the desert sand has a look to it.
Yeah.
Like that's what our snow looked like, because when it would gust, it was like blowing around. Because it was really cold out in Pennsylvania. Over here, there's ice and there's snow, but it seemed like about, I don't know, like
Hey, Ann.
that much at least. Hi, Ann.
And
Oh yeah, it is cold.
It's snowing in Florida, and you got in Florida.
Yeah.
I tell you, I wish you guys could send me back my snow.
That's crazy. I know,
is.
like when I was driving down one year, I drove down to, where's Hilton Head? Is that South Carolina? We had it was snowing and people were outside taking pictures, and it was just like dusting on the road.
Yeah.
But people were saying, like, we don't get it here. So this is so unusual.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay. And then I thought, I drove like all night long to be in the South. And I mean, we literally did that because we didn't want to pay for a hotel. So we just drove through the night. It was a drag. I once fell asleep in the car, and my boyfriend at the time like elbowed me, and he's like, wake up and drive. And I'm like,
oh geez.
I can't just like go from sound asleep to drive.
And you're welcome to come up and share your art as well.
Okay, Ann, I will.
I heard
you want to come up?
There's a blizzard in Texas, I heard.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Wow. Yeah, Ann, come and show what you're doing. What are you doing?
Let me hang on. Let me put the link in the chat.
I hear, hey. The joke is probably over where I was sitting, grabbing napkins or whatever.
And chewing it up.
You look terrible.
You okay?
You're fine.
I was going to say, I'm sure you're fine.
All right, I got it pinned.
We're not having Miss America here tonight.
We're not going to send your picture to Hollywood or nothing, or to the.
It's just
not this week anyway.
Yeah, not to the acquirer either.
Oh, it's so dusty in this house. I'm getting congested.
Yeah, I've been on Tussin for about a week now, trying to get rid of this cold.
I felt sleepy. I mean, I'm getting a lot of, I'm getting a lot of replies for posts on Threads, and I'm replying a lot, and that's why I think the algorithm is sending people my way.
Yeah,
but I didn't write anything controversial, which I really wanted to. But
yeah. We don't like controversial.
Well, I mean, on there it could be okay, because quite frankly, like somebody was getting really nasty and I just went block and I never saw them again. You know what I mean? Block.
Yeah.
If somebody's really hateful, I don't want to know them. I don't want them to know me. Yeah, I'm at my old house. And
yes.
Suzy's at her old house. It's so easy to block people there, and then you never have to see them again. And then if like there's somebody who says something rude, sometimes it catapults. The first time it happened on one of my posts, I let it play out because I was curious how many people were going to start fighting back. It was just an experiment. It was the first time I was on there. And so people kept saying, oh, hush, why is everybody so mean? This person didn't. Yeah. And then they were like fighting in the chat that was on my page. And it made me get like 2,000 conversation. Like,
right. A ugly comment is a comment. So
right. So I let it happen. And then you know what I did the next day when it was all done? I thanked the person who was really mean to me for getting me so much attention. and then I went At first she was talking to me normally, and then she said something mean, and then she blocked me before I went to block her. I was already blocked.
Wow.
And it was
People
just,
they don't know how to be nice.
well, there are people that you could read replies there, so you could see how people reply to people, and know if you want to be a part of that kind of, if you want that person like in your view or whatever, right. I'm even pre-blocking people. If I just see the way they talk to somebody else and I don't like it, I'm like, I'll look at how they are, and I'm like, nah, I don't want that person to say anything to me. But quite frankly, someone said something mean, and then somebody else said something a little bit that I didn't understand, and so I did block them. But I really should just let it go, let it fly, and see what happens. See if anybody really is looking out, because you could see true colors of people when they start.
You can.
I'm on Threads, and there are a lot of artists, and even like magazines and museums have accounts. And the Philadelphia Art Museum was saying, don't you think we need to see more people's art? And people kept saying, yes, we do. And then they would post a picture. And
okay, before I go any further,
that looks good.
You got 2 sets of your things in the corners, right? Well, you're following a pattern. That looks good, though.
No, I'm not really. I mean, I have on each side with a chain too.
Now, if you wanted the center, like if you wanted it to kind of look like a flower, could you put a different color like right in the very middle of the middle?
Yeah, or you could just put like a popcorn stitch in there when you were done.
Because I saw ones that kind of look like flowers, and that looks really kind of cute.
That kind of looked like a flower.
It did kind of look like a flower to me. That's why I said it.
Reminded me of a sunflower, actually. I got mom on the mind, I guess, lately. Very pretty.
And I'll try this.
So what's the color that's, again, you're doing yellow, and then the next
yellow,
color?
then brown, and then I'm going to try this variegated.
Okay.
I guess. Should I start on different corners because they're all going to have that same little?
What little thing?
The work in.
Each corner should be. Oh well, yeah. Each corner, yeah. You're gonna tack those tails in. Nobody will ever know where you've been putting it in.
No, what my question was is, should I start on a different corner of each color?
Hi, Jessica.
It's up to you. Jessica. That kind of stuff is just personal choice. Would you stop chewing my arm? Hi, Jessica. I wasn't ignoring you. I was getting.
I think I like the mattress in New Jersey better than the one I just bought.
Oh no,
that's sad.
Yeah.
And then the dogs are taking advantage. And Norton was laying at my feet yesterday, but he takes up so much room and he doesn't budge. That
Bella either.
I had to like sleep like kind of like in an L shape because of him. And then Tony kept elbowing my head as he was like rolling over. I'm like, ow, ow. He goes, why are you over here?
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Dads.
Hey, Scott.
He said hi to Debbie.
Yeah, not us.
Yeah. We're chopping.
Oh, there he is up on top. He said, hey, y'all.
Okay.
Oh,
hey, y'all.
Oh.
I'm not reading the chat. That's my problem.
Oh, I know. Me either. I'm trying to get this mess undone.
Hello out there. I was almost going to tell people on my threads to come and see us live. And then I thought, oh, maybe not.
Leave your controversy.
It's not. Well, it's not even that. It's just
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
didn't want
teasing.
them to be all like, if they thought that lady who was really beautiful was wrinkly and all. I'm like, oh well, get a load of this.
Right. That'd have really been mean.
Yeah. Meh. Well, you know what? I'm married. I don't care.
There you go.
I am married. I mean, look, it's always flattering if someone thinks like your work is good or if you
Yeah.
look good too. I mean, okay, that's nice. But I mean, there was this girl. She was 25 and she was posing with very low cut shirts. So her cleavage was showing and everybody, all these guys were following her. And I thought, hey, Angie.
Hey,
Hi,
Angie.
Angie. I hope you know.
Aren't you supposed to be resting?
quickly.
How's it going? Why am I so tired? Because I didn't sleep well last night. It's tiring sitting in a car and thinking that a truck is going to cut you off.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can get tiring.
It was like this one truck kept having he was in the left lane. He had his right blinker on. We're following him. And Tony's like, when is this guy going to move? And all of a sudden he goes, like, and I was like, why did I look up for that?
you know what I'm thinking? Was I supposed to make like 2 rows of each color?
It's up to you. I usually
You're the artist.
like this. I am making it whatever when the color runs out. Up until now, because I'm
but you know
using
what? Like
leftovers.
Cynthia you did one, and then you did one. Now do 2 and 2, and see how you like that.
Yeah.
You can do anything.
It's your project.
Everybody's saying prayers. Oh, I hope
Angie's in the hospital. She's got pneumonia and the flu.
Oh no, Angie. I saw you write something, but I guess I missed that post. I haven't been keeping up. Today when I got here, as soon as I got here, I started like ripping open mail and trying, like, we had to put out the recycles. So I wanted to get out as much as I could because we missed it last time. And it seems like it was like 4 days ago and it was 2 weeks. I can't believe it. Time is flying.
Yeah, it is.
It's like when you get older, I call it like the dog years, you know, because they say like 7 years is like, it feels like time is going like so fast. Because I said to Tony, don't you want to go on a honeymoon? We didn't go. It's already like almost 3 years. And he's like, he goes, you have a life moon, not a honeymoon.
A life moon.
That's a new one.
Yeah, well, I guess it means I'm not, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
But, you know, I just told him if we're not.
Hi, Jessica. Thank you for coming.
It would almost be better if I just go on my own somewhere. I don't mean it to be like mean. I just mean like if I want to go on a trip to visit a person or to take pictures, I should just do it. But I know me too, and I like to be. Oh, goodbye, Jessica. I like to have company in the evenings, you know, to have supper with, and
yeah, share the experience of the place you're going with the person too.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it depends on like where I would be, but my husband said he would never go on like a photography safari, and not that I have to do this, but it would be a dream of mine. See, he dreams of not doing it, and I dream of doing it. Like if they have these guides that you're in like an enclosed tank-like Jeep, I don't know, something like that, and then you can mount your camera right to like they have these things set up for photographers, and you can mount your camera on it so you can get a nice steady shot of the animal.
That's nice.
And I thought that would be, I mean, it would be this one girl who was showing herself doing it. She says, this is one of the cheapest places in, let's call it Uganda. I don't really know what this country was. I hate to say that I don't really recall. It was an African country that had elephants and other big cats. And so she said, so it's $815 a person. And she's saying, this is the most reasonable place. And I'm thinking, what?
Yeah, right.
I'm like,
What does that get you? Just a 2-hour ride on the
no,
thing?
it was the hotel. It gets you the room and some food.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if it included the guide and
Yeah.
if it included everything to make your trip fantastic, I would do 2 days and be done and be happy. But
Yeah. Oh, that's not a night, right?
it was.
Oh,
It was,
yeah,
How much is that?
$815, but it was per it was 400 and change per person. So in my mind I made it 800 and change because I figured Tony would go.
Oh, Angie fell in her house.
Oh no.
Yeah, because she was so weak. That's what they were saying.
Oh, Angie.
Oh, Angie, it's terrible. I'm sorry.
Did you hurt yourself from the fall?
Oh, it never feels good to land.
Yeah, but the ambulance had to get her into. She's got pneumonia.
So,
Yeah, I would like to go to places like that, but I can't. 850 a night. My God.
This is kind of like the weird. Well, right now I have a lot of bills from my mouth and when I went to the hospital. But if I have to pay that kind of money for my mouth in the hospital, I feel like I should spend that kind of money on something that would be really a once in a lifetime thing. That's not for sick.
Right.
If I'm going to go into debt, I'd rather go into debt because I got to photograph a giraffe and an elephant.
And yeah, you had a good time doing it. Who wants to go into debt
Right.
because they got to pull a tooth or something?
So what did I do wrong?
Why? What happened?
It's Is it? It's pucker.
Do I make the chain 3 instead of 2?
Chain. No, you got a chain into each one, don't you?
All right. I did a double crochet in each one.
But we'll do
and
it.
then I did one in the corner, chain 2, one in the corner.
Double crochet in the corner, chain 1, and then double crochet in the corner, and then so you have a total of 4 in the corner with 1 chain in between.
Oh, so then 2 on each side.
Yeah, see, look.
Gotcha. That's what I didn't do.
See, I got the 3. This one's easier because I got that's the corner in different colors. I got the 2 here. I'm using 2 because I made a mistake, and then 2 here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually you'll have that V going up. So you get the V. You probably don't see the V.
I thought I used to put 4, and sometimes I would put 4 in the corner. Is that not what people do?
It depends on your pattern because this is just the granny square I was taught.
Okay. So I need to start over.
I'm starting to use the Bella Coco ones.
I'm going to take this apart and try to start a granny square to see.
Oh, I hate frogging things.
All right. So I need to redo the whole thing.
Why? Oh, because you did the same thing in every corner. Yeah.
Well, no use to undo it. Well, this last color I can. La, da, da, da.
Yeah, you know what you do that? You save your stuff like that. You're not perfect ones, and you put them in a container, and then eventually when you get a lot of them, you crochet around them with the same stitch on all of them and connect them. You might have a lap blanket or a pillow.
Okay. I don't know if I like that combination.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking I need to put the darker on the end anyway.
Maybe you don't do the pillow.
Huh?
I would save it, but you don't have to save it for a pillow. I used to sew blankets together for the nuns.
I think I just want to do each square a different color.
There you go. That sounds awesome.
I don't like this changing crap.
Every one of her toys behind my back. No wonder it hurts. Yeah, that's the reason. Huh?
That's it. That's the reason.
I think Tony's watching the Wheel of Fortune or something. I saw like we had on YouTube about Vanna and Pat, and there was one night where he walked up to her and he goes, "Oh, well, we have 15 seconds to kill," and he grabs her around and he pulls her in and he starts kissing her, And she said that was not planned. That was not, she did not permit it. And you could see he was really going for the kiss. And I was like, it was a lot of
That's why he
people.
lost his job, isn't it?
I don't know when that actually had happened,
Damn.
but I went above instead of going around the circle. What am I doing here? That's crazy.
Hold on, I can't see.
No, I instead of
This wasn't supposed to be crochet class, huh, Theresa?
No, it wasn't. And you don't want to know what the big dog is doing right now. But if I pass out, you'll understand.
because he's farting or pooping.
Stop.
Farting and pooping.
There, you got that one.
Why is this not working out for me?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh boy, is that what you call it, frogging, when you pull it hard?
Yep, when you pull it out.
All right.
And an FO is finished object, and a UFO is an unidentified object, because we've started it and don't know where the pattern is. it's yeah.
That's funny.
I do not know how I did that, but
Bella, move. Your nose is cold.
oh, she didn't break a hip. That's good to know.
That's good.
Yes.
See, to me, a hospital, I don't mind them.
You don't mind the hospital because they have.
No, because you lay in bed. I'm a fall risk, so I can't. I lay in bed. Somebody waits on me.
Right?
They clean the linens. You know.
We'll get that part. About like getting food prepared and people coming and bringing you water, if you can have it. That kind of stuff isn't terrible, but like if you're in pain and you're on like a kind of thin mattress and you're rolling and hitting into that, like you got like IVs in your arm. I don't know. It's just like sometimes you just. But as far as like what you said about like they have the equipment, like if you are kind of can't move and you need to take a shower, they could put you in one of those rolly chairs and wheel you right into the water, which is kind of cool at least. But
yeah, but the beds now are like air beds.
Yeah.
And it adjusts to your body. They're nice beds.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like that you could like raise your head up and stuff. I mean, like if you're not, I hate to say it, like if you're
not at that store.
If you just like broke a leg but you need help because like at home you can't really function too well.
Right.
Then, okay. But if you're like all over pain, you don't feel good anywhere that you are, But I would want to see my dogs. So
yeah, right. Me too.
And you just sent me one, or the one you sent me for the thing?
I can't get it.
Norton was crying like the whole way home, and we stopped twice on purpose, just to see like maybe he had a poo or something.
But he dropped the toy, and that's why she's crying.
But I just was like, he stopped as soon as we got here. He's fine. I think he didn't want to be in the car, or I don't know, because he started right off. It's not like he had time to get nauseous. He just started crying. So pretty much like one exit into the ride, like we got off the highway. And he did a little pee-pee, and then about 2 hours later, or maybe an hour and a half later, he was like crying a lot again, and he kept nudging me, and he was drooling on me. So we stopped for him. And he also pee-peed a little. He didn't. I don't know.
Anne, I lost your email.
Oh, she sent you 4 pictures.
I don't have them. What did you send them to? The Dawn Southern Finds or the other one? Let me look in the other one.
There's nothing down there. It's right here. You hear the dog barking? Oh, no.
Like this one just looked even. I did 1 row of how I used to do my granny squares, and it doesn't look like a square.
It does.
What's wrong with that? It's a square.
I don't know. It looks kind of like bigger on one side than the other.
Oh, she doesn't have Messenger, so she sent it in the email. I gotta get the dog. She dropped a toy, and she's not barking to get it, so I'm gonna try to get it for her. So I'm gonna turn off my camera. You don't need to see my big old butt.
Hold on. I'm still looking, Ann. Hold on.
I just dropped everything. That's a plug.
Sorry, dogs are going crazy.
And mine is driving me crazy. It's not down here. There is no toy down here. Nothing.
Okay, let's see.
See, no toy.
I don't see it, Ann. Let me put my email in
I'll
here.
get you the other bottle. Huh? Oh, the email.
Oh, wait, I got it, Ann. I got it. Never mind.
Oh wow! Talk about like when you say holes in the granny square. There's a huge hole.
Too many chains in there.
I did too many chains. So
Yep.
Wait,
wow.
All right, let's make you big, girl.
that's her.
Oh
Snow
wow.
pit in Florida.
Florida snow.
Wow.
That's crazy. Wow.
Her dog
Pretty.
was trying to wait, let's see if I can get it. Nope, that one won't come out clear. Let's see if I can make your dog big. There it is.
Wait, show me again. I can't make out what is that amount? Wait, oh, down over there. There's a little dog. What kind of dog is that?
I can't tell.
Okay, now
A big one? A big one?
Cute.
Yeah,
I mean,
noise. If it bothers you, let me know. I'll mute.
I don't even hear your dog.
And she's chewing a bottle. She was driving me crazy.
I don't hear anything.
It's not snowing anymore, huh, Thomas? Okay. Garrett had to move his car so there was a plain spot with no snow, his truck, so that Precious could pee, because she was like, I'm not doing that. She's like, I got news for y'all.
That's kind of funny. A lot of dogs love the snow when they've never seen it. I mean, they react like, oh, yay.
Hey, Melanie. My dog hops in the snow.
Hi, Melanie.
Hey, Melanie.
She looks so cute hopping across the snow. That isn't a dog. It was a Harley. It isn't showing up.
No. The dog was in the corner.
There was a dog.
No, she's saying, no, that isn't the dog. Harley isn't showing up. He was chasing and trying to catch the snow he had. I had ball. All right, I'm muting again.
Okay. That dog is not bothering anybody.
Yeah.
Well, it might be bothering you, but
I just feel it's very loud and she's chewing on a bottle because I always give her my cranberry juice bottles when I'm done with them. And she knew I was going to be done with it soon, so she was pestering me because it's a toy kind of for her. Because
right.
the whole family buys her so many toys because she's spoiled rotten. And why would she play with those? Let's play with the garbage.
Right.
It's called recycling for pet toys.
My Norton picks up bottles, but the last time he went and he picked up a bottle that had stuff in it, and I said, "Oh no, Mister."
Yeah.
You got to wait for it to be empty. And then I always say to him, bring it to me. And when he hands it, or if he comes close enough, I go, thank you. Very good.
Uh-huh.
Stuff, and sometimes also, we are these kind of people. I'll say, bring it to daddy.
Yeah.
But there's people that cringe when you call your dog, like you call yourself mommy and daddy to your dog. But
no, not me. We do that all the time.
That they're my kids. I'm sorry. I have no children.
Oh, you want to come up, Melanie? The thing is up top. I don't know where she put it.
It's pinned.
I'm sorry for yawning in your face. You can come and show what you're making.
How'd you pin? Oh yeah, it's your channel. Never mind. She pinned it. I don't know.
Pinned it. It is pinned.
I said you pinned it. I don't know what I'm doing.
When I started crocheting, all we had was a library. we had like rotary telephones in a library. We had no internet.
Oh wow!
And YouTube is much better for learning.
Yes,
crochet, in my opinion.
Somebody made.
Oh, you're fine, Melanie. Look at me. I mean, really.
Someone made a.
Yeah, look, I'm left over from today.
Me too.
I'm left over from today too, and I had a hat on.
Me too, and I didn't fix my hair after the other.
Hey, Gwen.
That's why I put.
Hey, Gwen.
What are these things called? Barrettes in my hair, because I said I'm going to be wearing a hat. It's not like, why should I bother trying to make a hairdo? Because it's going to be a hair don't. Anyway.
Right.
Hi, Gwen. Oh, sometimes.
Oh, thank you, Melanie.
Sometimes when I wear hats, this hat happened to be a loose hat, but if I wear like a tight hat, I do look like something the cat dragged in. Because
it hurts my head to have a tight hat.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like sometimes, like if it's a hot day and I'm wearing a baseball hat to protect my nose from the sun,
right?
I take it off and then I look like I have spaghetti hair. It's horrible.
And then you got that line across your forehead.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, please, Melanie. Well, they do, but
yeah, and I'm sure you do. Come on,
I know, right? Come on up, girl. Don't be shy.
We'll get you selling soon.
You can put your camera on your work.
Yeah, there you go.
You can hold it up in front of your face.
We're a family-friendly, make sure kindness place.
That's right.
All we care about is that you have clothes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want nudies. Other than that, you can be in a bathrobe. We don't care.
It's about having fun
and relaxing.
Yeah, and if you're not having fun, then you shouldn't be doing it.
I've gone online.
What the
I've
hell?
gone on in my robe and in pajamas and stuff. And I used to, when my hair looked really messy, I just messed it up worse because I said, you're going to be looking at me like my hair's messy, so let me give you a show. And then my hair used to sort of, when it was shorter, it would almost like stand up on it.
My hair has been so flat lately, partially because you get the hats on all the time. I can't get it to fluff up.
mine so flat because I need a haircut, period.
Oh, I do too, but I'm to the point I'm gonna have to have one of the boys help me because I can't see the back. And getting them to do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I combed my hair down and I went like this, and I tried to like give the little.
Oh, yeah.
I took the ends off just so that they would look like maybe not split as much.
I've been cutting my hair for 30 some years, but it's gotten to the point I can't do it with my back anymore.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do the back of your head. And if you comb it like a straight line this way and go forward, then you end up with like V-shaped hair in the back.
Right.
Or V-ish. And I don't mind if it's rounded. So then sometimes I'll just take it and like, if it's long enough, I can hold it up and just take a little off and it looks less V.
As long as it's even on both sides.
Well, you know, I don't blow my hair out stick straight. So it's not like you can really tell, like, because I try to make it
your hair's always wavy.
So, you know,
I just get the wings about now and I start taking off. And it's so flat. And it's sad. It's so sad.
And look, I can't see my hairdresser till February 12th. And then my husband just told me I have jewelry duty just came through.
Oh. Well, you might call in the day before, they'll let you loose of it.
Yeah, I hope.
Me too, because you better not go on a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I know, right? I got out the last 2 times because of work and stuff.
Yeah, but if you're disabled, a lot of times they won't make you go in.
Yeah, if you're on like a disability type thing.
Yeah.
You just say, I can't do it. I can't sit still for too long, or I can't really walk from the car to you just say,
That's why I haven't got jury duty, and since I've been here, they took me off the list.
I wish they'd take me off the list.
Well, if you're on disability or anything.
Yeah, but you see, I switched my disability over to retirement.
Mine's a partial.
Huh?
It's a permanent partial. Like, so it's not like, you know, I mean, I'm not like in a wheelchair or on a.
It doesn't matter. If you have trouble walking.
I have trouble like just sitting still.
Yeah.
Or like I sometimes need to stand, or sometimes I need to sit, or sometimes I need to lay down. It's like I can't sit still a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
unless I'm in like a really comfortable reclining chair, and even then I'm like I'm always changing it around. But I'm just not that. Lately, I have ADD. I think that would be a worse problem because I start zoning off and not paying attention.
That's my problem.
I mean, really, I'd be like, can you repeat that? Why? Because I zoned out. Can you?
Right. There's not a quiz at the end of jury duty.
Yeah, but I mean, if you know, there's some trials that it's like the guy didn't pay his traffic ticket. It's okay. Like, it's not as bad as like I was an alternate on a murder trial. You really need to sit with strained attention.
I know. Marie was on a murder trial.
Me for a jury duty. I had to sit there all day, but they didn't pick me.
Well, I was an alternate. The last time in New Jersey, they kept saying call at 8:00 in the morning, and then they used to say, "Okay, we don't need you. Don't come in." And they did that for 3 days, and then they said, "All right, you're excused now for." I thought they were going to say 5 years, but they said whatever time they said, and I don't even remember. And that's another thing I should tell them. I don't remember anything. So
there you go. My husband got released for 6 years.
So I mean, between having like
by the time he's here again, he'll forget why.
I have a short attention span, and I don't have a good short-term memory. It's probably not a good thing. I mean, if I could sit there fascinated, then
I'd be bored out of my skull.
But
most
of it's hurry up and wait. You know, like when that was happening, I was a lot younger, but I mean, it was kind of exciting to hear. But if I really was on that jury, they let that guy go because he said, I'm just gonna say he said I leaned over, I put a gun into a hole, and I shot twice. Now the guy on the other side of the door got 2 bullet holes in him and died. So he said I couldn't have killed him. Why? Because I had a 22 and he was killed with a 45. And I said, he admitted to shooting through a hole, and the guy on the other side of the hole got killed. But they couldn't find the weapon. And he said he had a different weapon. I'm like, I would have still said this guy was guilty. He admitted to shooting through the hole. The guy was holding on the other side. Oh my gosh. I would have said he's lying about the gun. You just,
Yeah, but then you got the, there's no proof to that.
I suppose, but since he admitted to shooting through a hole, it's kind of like, I mean, if they let him off because he was like insane, I would almost have believed that more. But they just said, oh, he put that doubt in everybody's head. I was like, that guy got lucky. Oh, that's hard to do.
I always got out of it.
When my husband was on jury duty, he would not let me know any part of the case, like nothing. And I said, you can't tell me if it's for like white collar crime or like a violent crime or like a you can't even give me the. He goes, I'm not telling you anything at all. And I'm like, why? And he goes, I'm not allowed to talk. I'm like, oh God, he's so straight laced sometimes. And I go, I don't want to know the details. I just want to know a general, like it's a murder trial or it's an assault trial, like something.
Right.
Like give me a taste of it, but not like don't telling me any detail. And you know what he thought? He goes, then he thought I would like look on the, and I'm like, no. But anyway, he could have gotten off because they were just saying, did anybody in your family ever get beaten up and had a fracture because of it? This is what they asked him, and he said no. And I'm like, I did. And he goes, oh, I could have got off.
You can always just go, he's guilty of sin. They let you off pretty quick.
I think people like try to do that, like saying, oh, he looks guilty. And people go, come on.
I never did that. I just got off because my husband's job, and then I got off because my disabilities.
The time before that I got called, my mother was getting chemo, and I was her primary, I'll say, care manager. Like I was the person organizing, taking her to every doctor appointment, taking her to her chemos, and they just said to me, do you feel like you'll be distracted? I go, yeah, I'll be distracted. And I'm going to have to go. And I won't be able to be here every day because I have to take her for chemotherapies and other doctor visits. So they let me go.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that was good. Because, I hate to say it, but like if they see someone who sounds like they make, I don't know what to say. Like, you could string 2 words together. Like if you're sort of articulate, they want you to be on a jury. So I guess it's better if you don't, if you don't speak well.
Maybe as not, you don't have to be the smartest brick in the wall.
One time, I got called a lot in my life. One time they let me go because they said, does anybody here know any homicide detectives? And I happen to know one. And so I said, yeah, I know one. And they go, well, how do you know him? I go, socially. We go to this place to dance and he goes there too. And as a matter of fact, I know a lot of police from the 50th precinct. And they were like, the guys, like that guy's lawyer didn't want, the prosecutor wanted me and the defendant did not, which was kind of funny. Like they should let me go. I mean, they didn't know deep down. I thought that these guys were like shirking their duties, going to a dance club when they had paperwork to do. So I used to call it the cops and robbers bar because actually thought half of the people are like breaking the law all the time, and half of the people are trying to catch them. It's funny. Back in the old days. But yeah, you can't. I mean, you can't talk. You're not supposed to talk about anything, but like, I don't know. They used to tell us, because I was the alternate on that trial anyway. All right, you have a 2-hour lunch recess, and I'm like, 2 hours? What am I going to do in the
So
South?
I would feed you and everything here.
I once got on a federal jury, and that was down by Chinatown. So I kind of like the idea of going to Chinatown for food.
Well, where our like local courthouse is, there's nowhere to go eat or anything, so they feed you there. Like they go out and get food for the people who are actually picked. Everybody else gets to go home hungry.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
One's in the waiting room.
If supposedly, if you had like a job, they request that your boss pay you your regular salary while you're gone.
Yeah.
I begged this one judge to let me off because we didn't get paid for jury duty. And I told her, I'm like, I can't afford to take off of work. And she goes, but that's not an excuse to get off. And I'm like, look, lady.
I got 6 kids.
I told her, I said, I have special needs children at home. I don't have anybody to take care of them before and after. And so, Suzy, let me see. Oh, you quit already?
On the granny square? I didn't even. I pulled it all out and I only did half. I'm just sitting here. I'm so tired.
Mine's coming along.
Well, it's a relaxing thing. Oh, look at how pretty that is.
That looks good.
Except the color change is very
Let me ask you a question though. Why don't you jump up to the next row on the corner? Because look at how, like, if you stop.
Because it didn't end up that way. I don't know. It'll be all right. It'll get there eventually.
Maybe you could like.
I did jump up.
Can you slip stitch to the corner? Can you slip stitch to the corner though to go up to the next one, and then it'll be in the corner?
I don't know what I did.
If you change wool now, it'll look like a step.
Well, it'll just have to. No, I'm not going to change now. I'm just going to stay with this until I run out, and then I'll put the other color, maybe.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. I'm getting so like OCD now that I thought, oh, well, when I change the wool, like, because this is kind of an ombre of different colors. And I thought, I don't want it to be really like not in the right order. Like, I don't want to end and it's not like, let's say it starts to become like red, green, and then it'll go into the green. And then all of a sudden, if I have like red, yellow against a blue, it's going to be like, what happened?
Melanie wants to know what you're working on.
Who?
Melanie. I don't know you.
I guess a blanket.
I was making a scarf.
I might just make one big giant square. And
there you go.
You can just keep going to make your blanket.
I would.
On the very
lap blanket.
On the very first one, I have an extra stitch, and I didn't want to frog it up in the whole thing. So I'm leaving the one extra stitch on the bottom row.
It'll be all right.
It'll be all right.
Says the person who doesn't know what she's doing.
You don't know what you're doing. You're doing very well at it.
I think it's going to be slightly folded over when I wear it anyway. I don't know. I don't think it's going to matter.
Oh, I sent this one to Theresa last night. I'll have to send it to you, Suzy.
Sorry.
Something ain't. Yeah, you know what? Something ain't right because I'm not counting these, and I look like I got an extra one on this. Maybe not.
What do you mean sent? What did you mean by sent?
It was a duck.
That's cute.
Scarf.
Okay. Last night, I fell asleep on the couch. Fell asleep, like, feel my head going down. Book. Then I get up and I do what I have to do before I go to bed, and I'm wide awake. Like, never mind. They tell you to, like, I'm supposed to brush my teeth. I'm supposed to pick at my teeth. I'm supposed to floss my teeth. I'm supposed to do the. By the time I'm done with all the things they want me to do before bed, I'm like, I could be up for 3 more hours. And then I want to eat again. So it's
And
fine.
guess what? I got an extra stitch on this side. I knew it.
Right to that spot.
Oh my gosh. Oh. My neighbor used to tell me, as soon as it becomes 7 o'clock, I go and do my teeth so I don't wake myself up before bed. And then I know it's time to stop eating. But like I want to eat until I go to bed sometimes.
Eat after 7.
I want to know that I have the option to have half of a banana before bed or something. You know, whatever.
Right.
I'm eating too much lately.
What's down there?
Ugh.
Oh. Hold on. Ready?
I'm just sitting here like watching. I'm not even watching anything. I'm just thinking about jury duty stories. So Melanie asked, what pattern are you using, Dawn and Theresa?
I'm not
Just
using
the granny
pattern.
square.
I'm just doing double crochet. Do you do crochet, Melanie? Is that what we wanted her to show?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's making doily.
Oh, did you say something about a pineapple? Is it a pineapple stitch or just
Yeah, it's a pineapple pattern, yeah. It's a pretty one. I forgot how to make a double crochet.
There's a triple crochet, correct?
Yep.
Yes. So I had to frog. You know why I didn't end up in the corner, Suzy Woozy? Is because I added a stitch.
So do you double wrap initially to do the?
Yeah.
I don't know if I did that right.
Takes up more yarn. I only use that if there's a pattern for it because of how much yarn it eats.
What, babe?
When I was a kid, I pulled yarn wool.
Yeah.
But it's.
Hey, Tooch.
Hey, Tooch.
Hey, Tooch.
More crafting.
I'm congested.
No,
I see what I did to mess it up.
No.
It's the first time I tried to do it. I was sort of freaking out. Like, I don't remember how to do it. It's really
I wish that the colors would change on this quicker.
Yeah, some of those take a long time to change. Like the Caron
Very
cake.
subtle. I could see it, but it would be hard to see if I showed you.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Caron.
Huh?
They say the Caron cakes, you know, the cakes, they take a long time. Oh, hush.
You see it? It's very subtle.
No, I can't.
I can barely, I mean, it's barely changing.
Look at me.
Oh, I wanted to get one of those anniversary cakes.
Oh, I got a couple of those when they came out.
How expensive are they?
Well, if you wait for a coupon, they're usually sold out, but they're anywhere from $25 to $30, $40.
But I mean, the amount of yarn is on there. It seems worth it.
Yeah.
Tooch said he's stopping by to say hi. See you in the morning. I'll definitely be there whether I sell or not.
All right, Tooch.
All right, take care.
Have a good night. So, Melanie, what kind of doily are you making? I know you said in the beginning.
Pineapple.
So does it look like an actual pineapple, or is that just a stick?
It's got like 4, depending on how many she puts in, how big it is. It's got like pineapples around to make the circle.
Oh,
It's a really cute pattern.
I'd like
can't
to see
make it. I'd love to see it. Yarn, what are you eating? You're such a cute little puppy. Open.
Does Yarn sit and lay down? Does it do the tricks?
She knows how to sit, she knows how to stay, and she knows how to come, and she knows how to bring me something. Not all the time.
Mine know how to beg for food.
But does she know down or lay down or whatever?
She knows sit. She doesn't know lay down yet because she hardly ever lays down.
Norton never learned it. And just the other day, I was holding a carrot in front of his nose, and he did lay down. But he's 3.5, and I've been trying to teach him that since he was 10 weeks old. So I don't understand. Yeah. He understands sit. He understands wait. When it's for food, he will wait. Not when we're in front of a door and we want to leave. He's just
He understands with all that. So she just doesn't like not say stay if you tell she's running away and you tell her to stop or whatever. She doesn't do that.
Oh, she doesn't do that either.
Neither do mine. And then they say that we're bad dog parents because we didn't teach them recoil or lay down or whatever. Whatever word you use. You know,
and she'll wait if I put a snack and I'll tell her wait, and she will.
Yeah.
Oh, but that heifer locks the door.
She's starting to get that, and she's okay. She's getting better, but
never mind. He said I always want something. I asked for a bite of his food.
Always. Never.
Hey, get off of there. Not on my desk. Thank you.
Thank you. I need more salt.
Hi, Mr. Southern Vines.
Hey. Come on, let's go eat. Come on, let's go.
We had leftover shrimp stew.
Bring it ready. What about our walk? What about our walk?
It's gonna be 16 here in the morning.
You're not closing this down right away yet because I need to go take something.
All right.
I'll be right. I'll be right.
We'll be here when you get back. I guess I could put my
quick, everybody hide.
All right, hide. Yeah.
You want to drink out the freezer?
Not right now, baby. Thank you.
I wasn't talking about the freezer.
Oh, the freezer outside? No, thank you. Just leave it out there for now.
It'll be frozen in the morning.
Oh, no. Yeah, put me one out.
What is your
Who? Who? My children are something else. I try to hold my crochet hook like y'all do, and it's like I can't.
Hey, Cajun reseller.
Hey, Chris. Yes, Chris, I am. We got about 10 inches of snow. How about you?
Where's your water? She's being a pest.
Chris, did your little puppy want to go outside and
go on camera?
Mine's like, I'm not having nothing to do with that.
You don't have to show your face.
Huh?
Oh, Scott's making a shawl.
Let me see. Oh, pretty. Is that Scott Chris?
No, Scott David.
Oh, Scott David. Hey, Scott.
Hi. You need to be bigger.
Yeah.
That's all the yarn I got left.
Just finish it up.
Very pretty.
Thank you.
Good job. I know what you want.
What do you take again?
She's passing. Well, she ate all the dog food, and I've been making her drink a lot of water so it doesn't explode in her belly.
Get her hooked up and I'll come back.
She's gonna hop in the snow.
Huh?
Or do y'all got snow? Any snow?
Left? No. Unless you're talking a Cajun reseller.
I'm talking to you.
No, I don't have any. There's probably a couple inches left on the ground.
Oh, your water froze?
No.
Their water froze outside.
Oh no. We put salt on it, it all melts.
We didn't buy. I threw away my salt for.
Well, here you get a ticket, and then you can get sued if your mail person or anyone falls on the way to your house because you didn't take care of your curb.
Oh,
Well,
nobody here got nothing to take care of their curbs.
I mean, I wouldn't want it to fall in somebody's yard because they didn't want to put salt down. I know it's expensive, but it's a lot cheaper than $100,000 too.
Right.
Well, we weren't here to do anything, but I keep telling him, Tony, we need to put salt down, and he's like, "No, we don't." And
Thank you.
I know they make dog-friendly salt.
They make what kind of salt?
They make a dog-friendly one. You know, like
yeah, it's twice as much.
Yeah, it is, but the dogs can really burn their feet on the other stuff.
I know. We have to buy it too. It's just ridiculous.
In Pennsylvania, it was like half the price of New Jersey. Because I think the difference is like instead of sodium chloride, it's calcium chloride or something like that. Yeah. But the Pet Safe one, it just seemed, I think I paid like $25 when I was in New Jersey, and it was like, let's just
20
say
pounds.
It was just a jug of it. It was from Pet Safe. It was such a ripoff. It was just like, looked like a gallon jug. Wasn't big at all. And the same size kind of thing in Pennsylvania was like about 15. So it was cheaper.
Well, it's not cheap here. We just had to get 2 more bags, and it's like, wait a minute.
But if we bought it in bulk, I guess it'd be better. But
I bought it in Sam's Club, 20 pounds, like $20. It's ridiculous.
Okay, this is not far I got.
Well, that's getting big.
Nope,
for
sorry.
20 pounds, it probably was a good price at Sam's.
Well, yeah, because it's the Pet Safe stuff.
Yeah, I don't know where our people got their trucks and stuff either, but I know they had a bunch of ice. They had a desalting agent. They had, not ice, salt. God bless you.
The northern states probably, went down and to help.
Yeah.
Trying to get our snow back.
Yeah, take it back, please. One of my husband's friends said he heard that we're supposed to get snow again next week.
Look who's there. Chris.
I know.
We've been talking to him.
Well, I didn't know. Hi, Chris.
She's really observant.
I asked him if his dog went to pee outside, and he said
I was
she
downstairs.
He said she should because she's an American Eskimo dog. Well, my little dog is like, oh hell no, I'm not doing that.
All of my dogs, they love the snow.
Mine do too.
But I pick like the hunting kind.
Not right now.
Those little Eskimo dogs are really cute.
$60 trucks coming from Arkansas. Wow.
Yeah. I heard the governor talking the other day, and he was saying that they had a whole bunch of trucks coming, and so many million pounds of salt or de-icing agent or whatever the hell they're using.
Yeah. It
It's a
would be,
whole 11 degrees.
I was going to say, it would behoove you to get the car washed after this is all done. Because that stuff, like,
Yeah.
We didn't go anywhere, so.
well, I'm just saying,
It'll still be on the ground.
it'll rot. It can, like, promote car rot, you know, rust and stuff like that. I'm sure being near the salty water isn't good for your car either, but overall. Someone was telling me, like, because they live in Maine, and they said between the saltwater air and all the like snow that they get, and then the stuff they put on the roads, they said their cars get rusty quick.
I
was like, I didn't think of it, but yeah, they can't say that they're like this coldest state now.
Who's that?
Because like we're all cold everywhere.
Who says that? Who says they're the coldest state?
Maine. Well, not the coldest, but one of the really cold states is Maine.
Oh, okay.
It's like practically Canada adjacent, and it just get really, really, really cold. Like they have like probably one whole month less of nice compared to me, and probably. Well, you don't really get like cold. Your winter is usually nice. Like it's the desirable time to be around. For me. Like if I was going to visit you and I got snow there, I'd probably be pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be like, I came down here to warm up and it's snowing.
Yeah, I'm not going to go down there in the summer. I'm not crazy.
Right. And then you risk the hurricane, so.
Yeah, no.
You know how that goes.
I'll meet
Chris,
you.
you still doing storage units?
Yeah. MP.
Thank you.
Yeah. The bigger this gets, the harder it is to hold.
My hands are aching. That's why I put it down every once in a while. So in my dream, I want to have like a 4-pound camera lens. Plus the camera.
4-pound camera lens, and how you going to carry that around?
Well, it's just you usually what you have to do. You can't wear it around your neck, really. You're supposed to put it maybe across your body, and you're supposed to anchor it to your body with your arm, because if you like it's so big that if you don't protect it, it could like break off the camera and fall, and then everything would get broken. And these lenses are more money than the cameras. So, because like sometimes they'll say in photography, if you really want the good shots, like you need to have a good lens. It's almost like the lens has to be more important than the camera. The camera. I have a problem because I can't see that well. So it's hard for me to do manual focus.
Back up.
And I like to photograph things like birds, and they fly away before. Like once I finally like see where they are, they're taking off. Like then I curse. So if people don't like cursing, they wouldn't go shooting birds with me with a camera.
Yeah.
There you go.
You do it online, Chris?
Get the pictures, and I'd be like effing birds.
Oh, we're not getting snow anymore in the next 7 days.
Well.
Bummer. But our highest temperature next Wednesday is 42.
Tomorrow I'm going out, and they say the high is gonna. They said it was supposed to be -2 or something. And I'm like,
oh
really?
God,
-2.
That stuff over there.
We haven't had negative weather in ages. I mean, we had to feel like negatives, but actual negatives?
Nah.
And I was going to take Al out for his birthday for lunch.
Okay. Well, tell him happy birthday.
I will. I will. I think it's next week. I won't be here. It's in about a week. So I don't know where we're gonna go. Once I took him. This was sad. One year I took him to Popeyes, and, and Popeyes isn't. It isn't. I mean, it's not really festive. It's like a fast food joint.
Right.
But it was really quiet that day, and I told the manager, I go, "You have to be nice to us because it's his birthday." And he said, "Really?" And I went, "Yeah, really." And when we were sitting there, he came out with a little piece of cake, and he goes, "Here, happy birthday!" And I said, "That was so nice."
That was sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
We were laughing, and he goes, "Yeah, you're a big spender." I go, "Oh." I wish it could be different, but I mean, I kind of hope he would pick KFC over over a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, Chinese sounds good.
It does sound good, but he always orders like large spare ribs, and it's like he usually orders $50-$60 for that. It's like, wow.
Oh Lord. Take him for lunch special.
Yeah, me too.
I like the Chinese food. Actually,
yeah, because you said they don't have a lot of Asian restaurants in Pennsylvania where you live, huh?
There's none. There's one that's not that far away that isn't. All I've had there is the Japanese, but everybody says it's the best one for the area. We went to a buffet that was sort of up the road from the one we like. It was so bad. It was just so. Oh, it was sad. I mean, if I was ever making like a depressing movie and I was a director, I'd pick that as a location. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just, I mean, it was around Christmas time, and they had like just like one piece of, that fuzzy.
Oh, beautiful, Melanie! Can I show it? It's so pretty. And she's doing a puzzle, my kind of person.
Well, let's see.
Well, I want to make sure she don't mind.
It was a
okay.
Pencil bar.
Here we go, making myself big so y'all can see this. It's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Really pretty.
That's the gorgeous, Melanie.
Wow.
That's the pineapple.
Wow.
That's really pretty.
Isn't it pretty?
Nice. You have a lot of talent there.
Yeah, you do. You're going to have to come up here someday. It would be so nice.
I'm embarrassing myself with my 3rd grade skills here.
And me.
I learned beautiful yarn. It's even got sparkle in it. Again, my kind of person. And she's doing a puzzle. Did you see the puzzle behind it?
No.
Ah, okay.
Oh, cool.
Let me see your nails, Theresa. I like them.
They're supposed to be changed this week, but I got to cancel it. Doctor's appointment comes first.
They don't look like they need to be changed, in my opinion. I can't tell.
No, they don't. Probably. I just get bored with the color, but this one I like. You're not getting lotion.
I saw somebody do a watercolor greeting card, and she followed a pattern that was basically like a wreath style. And she said this was kind of beginner friendly. It was so cute that I thought, I think I could do that.
I love making watercolored cards. I love the watercolor.
You did any more painting, Suzy?
I did do one. It was technically a painting. I was trying out different paper, and this one girl said, when you feel like you're stuck with ideas, just make circles and then fill in the non-space with some other thing. So I did that. So I made different color circles, and then I made like little teeny dots with the ink pen, that like a felt tip fine pen, and I just I tried to do a design that I didn't like, and then I just continued the one I liked, like everywhere.
Right.
And it, it doesn't look good, but it looks okay. Like I think if I had a wall of just stuff that I had been doing and it was up there, it wouldn't bother me to be there. But I mean, it probably could be enhanced upon. Like they have these, what am I going to call it? It's almost like it's a plastic with cutout circle sizes. And if you use those, it's going to come out. I do great. Thank you. Anyway, I asked my husband if he has it. He goes, yes, I had them making jewelry. I used to, we would like sketch on the metal if we wanted to cut out a circle.
Mm-hmm.
My hands. I see these people on YouTube. They've probably been doing it for, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 years. And they could just do with the brush, and it looks like a flower, or it looks like a heart. It looks like, a tree. And then I went like, and it looked like a blob. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, they have skills that I don't have for sure. And I noticed when I was making the little details, like I used to doodle these little teeny repetitive details a lot. And now I can't even, it hurts for me to hold the pen, and they're not like
a fatter pen or a pen grip.
They're not consistent kind of color, like the side. But I mean, it's okay because, like, I'm starting out and I'm not selling it, so who cares, right?
It's all about having fun,
right? I'm just trying to learn.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it would be nice if I could take the brush and go, and then like, oh, there's a tree. Oh, a house. Like. I was watching people do water-based oils. Someone was, it was Anne who was saying that she was getting the water-based oils, and they were doing exercises with that. But this guy, I think he had dark paper, or did he have light paper? I watched 2 videos on it, and one person, like, they'll take a big brush and they'll just like sketch on like a whole sky, and they do it, and it was kind of cool. And then because it's in watercolor, it's like you have to leave the white kind of, if you want it to look good, you kind of leave it blank, and then you kind of go around it with blues. So you have to really think about how you want your clouds to look. This way, what?
Okay.
Hold on, sorry.
And anyway, you add on. Sometimes it's easier to add on than to take away, if you know what I mean. I don't know. You can kind of cover up. Hey, Glenn.
Especially in watercolor, it's easier to add on. Because taken away, you're just gonna thin your paper out, I would think.
Oh, let me make me big.
There was like, you can fade it out, and you could kind of make it look a little bit better, but
yeah.
But you can't take it away entirely. Like, you can't make it white again.
You'll always see it, yeah.
But you can make it light blue. Like, you can make it look more like fog.
Very nice, Anne. Very nice.
Very pretty.
I'm going to assume that that's water and a shoreline.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay. Yeah, there's different ways to do it. I mean, I've been watching this kind of, I don't want to describe them by their body size. There's like a pleasant, chubby faced woman who's very good. And she talks about, she'll do like product reviews, but she also paints, and she'll just paint like flowers, like quick, done. And then there's this slim girl with beautiful hair. And she's always like, do you want to draw a picture today? You want to make your mind happy? Just do this. And then you like her. She makes little shorts. And after you see her do the thing, you go, I think I could do that. It's really easy. I mean, mean, it looks like it could be easy. And then there's these British ladies that are very serious. And then they'll all talk. It's like, okay,
Take the brush.
I have to play those people fast.
You know, we took the paint and sip thing.
Yeah.
We had fun doing that, and we learned different
Good.
techniques. And we got the paint and sip for home.
Listen.
We did one really well, and then the rest of them we just said, yeah.
Yeah. I did the sip and paint a couple times.
Yeah, it's fun.
I never did it, but a friend of mine did it, and she took her mother, and they were supposed to be doing a flamingo, and it looked okay, but at the head, she put the head on the wrong way, kind of. I don't know. It looked so weird, and I just started cracking up when I saw the picture that her mom did. And then I should have, just because it was like she was showing it off and it looked so like not right. Like, hey, look what I did. I'm like, it looks like she put a foot on top of the head, but okay. But she otherwise did okay.
I mean, they kind of make it dummy, like painting for dummies kind of thing.
When I first went to I'm not going to say it's easy by any destination, but when I took my first like jewelry making metalsmithing class, our teacher was more like, what do you want to make? And we'll get you to make it. And he didn't, but he didn't teach us like the real skills you need to make whatever you want.
Uh-huh.
So I made this really beautiful pendant, but I had no idea how I did it, kind of. It was like he was really showing me step by step. And I mean, when people see it, they go, oh, it's really nice. I go, it is, but like, honestly. Then I took a class with this woman, and she had us do like, the first thing was like learning how to have sawing skills and then hammering skills and soldering skills. Like she taught us every step we would need to learn to make whatever we could dream up in our head. And that's a very good thing.
Yeah.
So it gave us like, she taught us how to be jewelry makers, like and metalsmithers,
Right.
And I was really appreciative. So I took her class a few times just so, I would just like learn the basics. And then, back when I went to jewelry school, it was kind of like a mostly brutalistic, like weirdy kind of like, like squiggly lines and things. It wasn't just straight up like a ring with stones.
Right.
So, I mean, you had to really be creative. One guy had a seminar where he wanted you to like go around and just find stuff in the street, like a twig, a rock, a piece of metal, whatever you could find. And then you would go and use it in your art, like make a piece with the stuff you find. I thought that was kind of fun. It's fun to stretch your mind out like that. Like,
yeah.
How could you make it into something? And then we did stuff where I took a seminar in how to do a resin. We would cut pipes into like little slices, and then we would put other pipes into it and little pieces of metal and color it. And then that piece of resin would be a pendant. Am I not? No, I don't think I have it here. I was going to say, I think I could show you. But not yet. Not now. So, I mean, it's easy to do some stuff. Like you can just, if you cut out, let's just say a rectangular piece of metal, and then you hammered it and you drilled a little hole and shined it up and then mounted a little bead and a post. Like it's almost like what you do with head pins and eye pins, and but you're making the focal point like out of sterling silver. I'll say that's kind of easy to do. But look who's here. Look who's here, and you're not going to come to me because the vacuum fell over. And a vacuum is a really good roadblock for a dog.
Oh, good.
Wow, I can keep you out of any room by putting a vacuum.
They're afraid of the vacuum.
They don't want to press it.
Men are too.
Come on.
Yeah, they are.
What?
She said men are too.
I agree. I don't think I ever saw Tony use it.
They might not know how. No matter how many times you show them.
One time he said I cleaned the whole room, but I think he used the like dust moppy kind of sweeper thing, but not the vacuum.
Really?
And I was like, man, it didn't take any time to make that house completely full of hair. It's good. There we go. Like we just wiped down the counter and we leaned over the counter to get something. And I looked down because our counter was dark. And all you see is like the dog hair that kind of just fell off your I don't know where it's like static electricity. Just pulls everything on. And I go, look at this, Tony, look. I just wiped it down. He goes, I started wiping it down. And he says, yeah, the dog hairs are everywhere. The other day, it was like in my mouth. I'm like,
Oh,
that's fantastic. Norton, you want to come and you can't step over a vacuum? You're a big boy. I know you can do it.
I bet Roxy would have done it.
Roxy was the one that taught him to be scared of the vacuum. But here, you can come now.
Jennifer Hayes. What's
Hey,
up?
Jennifer.
Hello. Come here, Norty. Come on. Come on. He did it. He ran it. Oh, he's so brave. He's such a brave boy. Hello. You see your dog? This is what I can do. A doggy. Proof of dog.
Tail.
Norton. Oh man, this Norty. You're a big boy. You're not a big boy.
Back up. Take your toy. Sit down.
Why did you come upstairs?
Good girl.
I ask him questions like he's gonna speak to me. I came upstairs because
Oh, we do too.
wait.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
You know, Tony got up from the couch, so we figured I might as well see what you're doing. I don't know.
Right?
No, Tony was going to make us go out in the cold. We came to run away.
They love it. They love it. They don't care. I forgot they were outside for like, I don't know, 15 minutes. They didn't like bark or bang on the door or anything. And he bangs on the door. He'll go,
Right.
You can put my son's dog out for 5 minutes. That dog will be barking at his shadow. So King thinks, oh, I'm going to chime in.
Poor King.
Yeah, poor King. Not my ears.
Jennifer Hayes, what was for dinner?
Okay, so what did you have the other two? You saw me eat, so you know what I had.
I didn't have anything yet.
Theresa, what did you have?
I had an empanada.
An empanada.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I have shrimp stew. I just didn't eat yet.
Muy bien.
Because you're making your granny square.
I had pizza, but it was
It
frozen
looks
pizza.
good too.
I added a touch of extra cheese. But
Nothing wrong with that.
just
More
a
cheese
little bit. Just a little bit. So I could sometimes I find the Red Baron ones, they don't taste bad. They taste okay in my opinion. They just don't have a lot of cheese.
You know what pizzas are pretty good?
Right.
Are the Walmart pizzas.
You mean the ones that
That's
are
not bad.
like in the
The
fresh?
ones by the deli?
Yeah, they're okay.
I like the all the way one. They can't like the 4 meat, 3 meat, whatever.
I love
Cold cut steaks. Cold steak taco. Listen to me. I'm
Cold-
making my own words up. Cold steak tacos.
Oh, okay. This is how she reads our emails there.
It is. It is. It is. I'm
It's
sorry.
fancy.
You know, reading is hard.
Well, that's going to come in January.
Did you ever have DiGiorno croissant crust pizza? It doesn't
Yeah.
taste like traditional. I like it.
I did too.
I like it. It just like you have to suspend. Like if you have any knowledge of New York or New Jersey pizza, it's not going to taste right. But
Right.
it tastes good. It tastes
Right. Exactly. And since when did they put ranch and chicken on a pizza?
Oh.
Wait, it was
Oh no, you found your phone. I guess you
the one
found
that
it 'cause
I
you're
had
here.
was just cheese and it was just
I like the spinach ones, but
it was sauce.
Mm-hmm. Spinach and Alfredo ones.
What do you from where are you talking about? Like
Just
Just
anyway,
the
I mean, I
store.
like a spinach Alfredo pizza.
and then it doesn't have red sauce, it has white sauce.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Oh, y'all,
okay.
look at this. This
Oh,
is so pretty.
yeah, the Jersey pizza is so good.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Is that from
Melanie
Melanie?
is talented.
So what does Melanie use? Like a very small
That's
That's
a
the
thread.
thread.
thin.
That's a thread.
Yeah, that's the thread.
Yeah,
And the puzzle's pretty too, Melanie. I'm a puzzle person. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Look at that puzzle.
like there's
Oh
no way
yeah.
I could see like where to crochet on a thing like that. I would need a magnifying right in front
That's
of
all my grandmother used to do.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, and look at it's got the shiny. Can you see it's got shiny in there, glittery?
Uh-huh.
It's hard to see off the thing, but it's got glitter. It's so pretty.
Now,
Nice.
can you do that fast, or does it like take a long time?
Oh, she probably can do it fast because that's talent. She's got two of them done perfectly.
My grandma used to whip through that so fast. She would make bedspreads, tablecloths out of that thread.
Somebody showed off a whole bed set she made. Like she did that kind of a thing. She made a whole like duvet. She made like pillow covers for the bed. And her husband was like, don't bother making anything. I don't think you could like deal with it. She goes, I think I'm gonna keep doing it.
I bet that was beautiful. I would love to have a bedroom set made by myself or somebody.
Oh yeah. It might take me about 3 or 4 years to make it, but
I know. I mean, my son would have to finish it when I'm done because it take forever. I started a Persian Afghan
oh really?
last year. Put it down because I got into this reselling. I have to pick it up and finish it because I was really having fun with it, but it takes a lot of concentration. And when we're not on here doing our crafting, we're doing something about the business. And it's like,
Oh, she says she uses like a 1.9 or 2.1 millimeter hook.
yeah, it's small.
Well,
teeny tiny.
Oh yeah, Melanie, you know me well.
when I was selling stuff on Poshmark, you have to take a lot of photographs, and it like kind of sucked all the photo energy out of me.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
I couldn't. I don't know. I used to have such a photo bug feeling like I have to get out on like a Saturday and go someplace where I knew Fox lived or Eagles were or something, or just somebody told me. I used to know. I was like in the in crowd. I knew where all the different weird birds that were in New Jersey, and I'd be going looking for them. And then my husband's like, "I'd like to see an owl." I go, "Oh, I hear there's an owl at the Great Swamp. Let's go look for it."
Oh, cool.
We didn't find the owl. We could hear the owl, but we didn't see it. And then the same lady who told me like where she looks for the owl said she went there probably like a half hour after we were there and saw it.
Oh, Melanie, she said my Gary loves puzzles, and he told me to mention him. Well, hi Gary.
Hi Gary.
Hi Gary. It's a pleasure. It's a beautiful puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love doing the puzzles too.
That's like the house of my dreams, though. Like right on the water.
Right.
You got a campfire outside. You got all those windows. There's not a soul to bother you. No neighbors. My dream house.
We're watching a silly soap opera-y kind of show, and it's called Virgin River, and it takes place. I think they film it in the Pacific Northwest in British Columbia, and you see like the snaky river. You see the mountain gap going on with. You don't see like any houses on these mountains, and then I said, "That's like the perfect view, Tony." I go, "We have a very lovely view, but that's the perfect view, like because it has the water and the mountains,
right? Yeah.
Really.
Hi,
Jeffrey.
Picker.
Hi, Craig.
Hi Craig. Hi Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, how was your dinner with your brother? I hope y'all had something good.
Definitely. Does Jeffrey, do you live in Rhode Island?
Yeah, I think he does.
They have good seafood. If you like seafood.
Love it.
Me too.
I love it, but it doesn't love me. I'm gonna need a EpiPen.
Yeah, right.
EpiPen the next time I.
Well, when you come to Louisiana, we'll feed you like something other than shellfish.
But I really.
So in that case, you'll need to bring milk with you because it's going to be spicy.
No, it won't. Not everything is spicy. Well, unless you're
But
eating out of
you're-
Marie's plate.
But you're used to the spice. I am
I
not.
don't eat a lot of spice. I promise you. It might have a little bit of kick, like at the back of your throat. You might feel it, and not even that most times.
Well, this is the thing. You know what? Like I think like sometimes when I think something's salty, Tony's like pass the salt, and sometimes when I think it's not salty, he says, "Wow, this is really salty." So I don't understand how it could be like
Just
that.
different taste buds.
But we were eating something and it tasted so bland. And then when we were done and we took a sip of water, it was like burning our throat. So I was like, what was that? It had like a little like hidden kick that just waited. Oh, it was some salsa that we had. And it was really, really like, oh. You live in Rhode Island. That's what I remember.
Parkway. Oh, is that the one in New Orleans where we went, Glenn? When we were in New Orleans with Victoria and him? Oh yeah, the best po' boys. That's when Victoria ate grilled cheese. I'm not gonna let her live that down.
What? She doesn't like grilled cheese?
No, she came to Louisiana at a po' boy place and ate grilled cheese.
Oh, that's insulting.
I mean,
well, some of the other ones had Reubens. I'm like, come on, y'all gotta eat some good Louisiana seafood or something.
Yeah, I'm not traveling on a vacation or to go see somebody and eating, a McDonald's.
Right.
Ooh,
Right. I mean, like if I go to a restaurant, a lot of people they eating red beans and rice, and I'm like, I can make that at home any day.
Yeah, right.
Well, do they have muffaladas or muffalata or whatever you call it, like the round sandwiches that have?
Yeah,
like,
in New Orleans they make that. I don't like muffaladas, so I don't eat them. I don't like olives.
Well, Tony doesn't really like the olives, but he likes the other kind of things they put on that. I think he likes, like if they put like that oil and vinegar and like those little hot banana pepper kind of things.
Yeah.
But I do like olives. I don't know. I would probably get shrimp and catfish and some crawfish to taste. But I remember having etouffee at supposedly like Louisianan restaurant. And you said you don't really do etouffee that much.
I don't. I usually do like a crawfish stew, a shrimp stew, something like that.
But that etouffee I used to get at that place, I loved it so much. I would dream about going back and getting it. And it was...
Well, let me put it this way. I do stews because it goes further. And when you have as many kids as we had, it was just...
It came out stewy. So...
Right. But etouffee usually is thicker.
Okay.
Oh, did you, Jeffrey? I know I got to go add some comments back to people who watched. Can y'all believe how hard it was coming down, Jeffrey?
I'm like all the years I know you, and you never really had much more than a shawl on.
No, I don't own a coat, y'all. I have a jean jacket.
Yeah, you had the jean jacket. And once you put a shawl, and I saw you once with long sleeves, and I'm looking at you and I thought something seems different. Oh, yeah.
This morning I had long sleeves. Marie went shopping and she goes, here, I'm tired of seeing you wear the same old thing or whatever. Most of my clothes are still packed. I just got the basics out. And she bought me these little, that little pullover. You're muted, Theresa.
You might like it that way. I
You
said
what?
she might be tired of hearing you say how cold you are.
I know, maybe. I don't know.
What'd she get you?
Jambalaya.
Did she
We went
get?
to jambalaya at my mom's yesterday.
Did she get you a sweatshirt? You said a pullover. Well,
It's like a one of those, you know, those little, I don't know if it's like an active wear kind of thing. Like
It looked like a
wasn't
thin
fleece, but it
sweatshirt.
was something like that, you know.
She wore it this morning.
Except I got hot. I took the top off. I still got the pants part of it, but
I put the sound really low after I said to you, I have the sound off. I did have the sound off, but then I go, they're gonna say hi out loud. So I put the phone in my ear. And Tony's like, do you want to hear that? Because he was listening to the radio. And I said, well, kinda. And then when he goes, what are you listening to? And I said, it's an auction. He goes, but you're not buying anything. He doesn't want to. So I just said, yeah, I gotta go because he wanted to listen. We listen to sometimes talk radio, or we'll listen to comedians, or we'll listen. Sometimes we'll put on a station, like he likes Elvis Costello. So he has his own radio station, and they play music like him or him. And anyway, I ask for strange stuff. Like I'll say, like at Christmas time, I said, put on Christmas swing music. I was curious what Alexa would play.
Yeah.
And it was kind of fun. It was fun music. And that's why I asked you guys if you've heard the squirrel nut zippers. They have so much, they're fun to listen to. It makes you want to like it's just really, yeah, you think you're at like some party for sure.
Haven't been to many of those.
Well, okay. Not any good part. I haven't been to a fun party like that in ages. I mean, the parties. Tony's sister decorates beautifully. She has like candles everywhere. I'm always scared I'm going to reach for a piece of cheese and catch on fire. So
oh no. Oh no.
Oh wait, let me tell you, they had a Christmas party at the director of nurses' house one night, and the centerpiece caught on fire on her table.
Oh, nice.
So they were able to get it out, but it's like, can you imagine?
No. Well, I can imagine because my birthday cake once caught on fire. So when I was a kid.
Trauma.
Because they're saying make a wish, and I'm taking my time, and they're like, hurry up, it's on fire. I'm like, oh my God. Like, so I kind of wish that I could make my wish later. Because I didn't have time to think about it.
So you got a wish hanging out there that you can use.
Yeah. I usually would do that. Thinking, can I just think about my wish?
Start
Okay,
thinking
can you do
now.
the color change now a little bit?
Oh yeah, you can. It's getting big. See, that pattern would make a perfect wash rag.
It
And you
would.
did that really quickly.
It sure would, especially but cotton.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm sitting here and I can make 2 rows or 3 rows, I know if I really sit and just do this, I could make a whole bunch of rows.
Yeah, well, we're talking.
When I was young, I thought I could make something quick. Like if I wanted to make a scarf in a day or 2, it would be done. If it was simple.
I just can't ever sit that long.
I feel very sore. I've fallen too many times this winter. I fell outside with people on the. I fell forward.
Thomas fell in the snow today
Oh no!
Fell on his butt.
I fell backwards in the house, slipping after walking on snow. My shoes were wet and
Oh,
I
geez.
fell back. And then I slipped on the stairs going up when I was carrying the pork roast. So that was that for around Christmas? So between, I don't know if it was right before Christmas and then Christmas. And then it's like every 2 weeks or so, I'm like falling. I feel so sore.
You might want a medical alert necklace.
Oh, please.
You seem to be falling a lot.
I am falling, but I'm usually,
And I can't get up.
I've been around people, well, I guess thankfully. So that's another reason why I shouldn't have like 2,000 worth of camera equipment. I can imagine falling on it.
Oh yeah, that would be devastating. Those things are not cheap.
No. The lens that everybody dreams about, like if you want to take pictures of animals, it's like $10,000.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So someone said this was a great lens. I think she must have rented it, but even then they would probably charge you a fortune.
Yeah.
But you know, if they charge you $100 or $200, it's still cheaper than buying it.
Right, but still, take insurance when you rent it.
Yeah.
They do. I think they do. You do. Because they, you know.
They're going to ask, have you fallen in the last 2 weeks?
When I was shooting, like going out for like a photo shoot, we would have the foxes would be out there, and you know, I used to say like they don't usually sit around. Most of them don't sit around. There was 1 or 2 foxes that got to know me after a while, and they would just like lay down and go to sleep in front of me.
Oh, cool.
They were really, I mean, unfortunately, I think they were too friendly. One time I was going through my trunk and I unzippered my pocketbook and I felt a nose on my leg.
Oh no.
And it came and me, and I was like, oh. Yeah, it was
God.
That was too close. And then we waited around and these 2 were like fighting around. I'm gonna look for that photograph so I could post it because it's kind of cool.
That would be cool.
They were chasing each other on a tree, and then the dogs do the same kind of play fighting kind of thing. We have film of it too. They were running after each other in the parking lot. Actually, Tony made a little video. If you're following Tony, A Valent 99, he did one on the foxes of, what is it called? Island Beach State Park. So if you go to I took the still pictures and he did the video.
Oh, okay.
So you can see him running around. They were obviously mating, or not mating on the film, but like, you know, some kind of like
Twitter pated.
They were a couple, I guess, and that's how animals do things strange. Like, so they fight, and it's like, oh, like the
romance is in the air.
Yeah,
it was. It was. I don't like that. My phone doesn't, like, if you take a photograph, you can like zoom in a lot. But if you want to do video, you have like one and then like one notch closer, which isn't really enough.
right.
When they're at the other side of a field, like you still, like for the turkeys, they look really small. I mean, you could tell they were there.
You could see them though.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, she's putting it. Was that the fox one? I guess it would be the fox one.
No, that's Tony.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Tony's fox one.
It's really cool. Well, I like it. I like the foxes. That taking okay. They're out now. So I would want to go every weekend, if not every other weekend.
Oh, that was just this channel she put.
Oh, okay. And
but you can find it from there.
And I met a lot of people. Like when you go after, like, let's say if you go to photograph a certain animal, because you know that they're in some place, you'll meet other photographers that you might even know from like Instagram or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I said to somebody silly, they had the snowy owls were at that same beach.
Oh, those are so pretty.
I said, so where would I find them? And they just said, drive to the end of the island and look for all the cars. Then walk on
Yes,
the
he
beach
has a Fox video.
and look for the mob of photographers that are 200 feet from the bird. You can't miss it. It was a 3-mile walk, but it was like, wow.
Wow.
I mean, but it was seriously like, I was talking about that, like that $10,000 lens was like this big.
Yeah.
There was a guy with a lens this big, and then there was one with like he could shoot the moon.
Yeah.
Well, it better be big for that price.
It was crazy, and the guy had like almost a 5-foot long lens and a 2-foot long lens, and then it looked. I mean, how much money do you make shooting pictures and getting into National Geographic magazines? I guess he wins
a lot of money.
He must make a lot of money. And then people were driving up and down the beach. I think they were like almost saying they would charge. I was ready to do it.
If y'all go to Tony's channel, check out his Christmas video he did. That was so cool.
Oh yeah, that was
kind of funny. He's done like really weird ones, but are kind of funny. The first one I saw that he did, I go, it was really good, but it was too long. So, and he goes, he got mad. I said, yeah, you have to make them like 5 minutes or less. If you make it like 15 minutes, people aren't going to stick around.
Unless they really like it.
Yeah, some people do.
Well, I mean, yeah. The
just because you fast forward videos, Suzy.
Yeah.
I play them 2 times fast. But this was back in the day when I was still watching.
You know, the scary part is I 2 times mine one time when I was looking to see some sales, and parts of it sounded normal, and I'm thinking, oh shoot. Talking way too slow.
I was watching this instructor do like watercolors, and I actually put her on 2 times and didn't realize, and she sounded normal to me. And I thought, I got to make this faster. Like, oh no, what am I going to do now? That's regular for her? Ooh. There was a bell clerk in one of the hotels we were staying at someplace, and he was talking so slow, and he goes, yeah, you can go here, you can go there.
Don't you want to pull it out of their throats?
What?
Don't you just want to pull it out of their throats? Like,
well, I just said, can I have the key? He's like, oh, I guess I'm not talking fast enough for you. And I'm thinking, no, you're not talking fast enough for me.
It's like, get with the point already.
No, sometimes
it's like you go,
I want
to speed it up.
I want to throw my luggage and go to the bathroom. All right. Can I?
Yeah, all right.
I have someplace I need to be. Oh. Back in the day, they had these hotel. I don't know. It was like a thing. You used to pay $39.99, and it bought you like all these really reasonable rooms. But the deal was for $39.99, they would give you 1 night free at a hotel. So I thought you can't really lose because that's cheaper than a price for a night at a hotel anyway.
Right.
So I used to sign up for it, and every once in a while, I could get rooms for like $35 or $39. And I went away a lot, to like, if you could go away and see another town that's like 4 hours away and you don't want to drive back, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jennifer, you got any more of those tacos? Because I'm kind of hungry.
And now they don't have anything like that when you look around. It's
Oh,
like
I know. You can't get anything for that price now.
well, if you can, it's like pretty much right on the highway, and it's like a kind
It's
of
called the Roach Motel.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get something for less than 100, but it's
Yeah, but they don't. Never mind.
what do you say? It's for an hour? No.
Yeah, by the
Yeah,
hour.
that's what I was thinking.
Hey, John.
Hi,
Hi,
John.
John.
John, do you craft?
Do you? I'm very uncomfortable in this chair. Oh my god. And then in Pennsylvania, I'm sitting on a folding chair, and I'm thinking I'm uncomfortable in this chair. It would.
Oh, thank you, John. John, you're an old pro. You sound like you've been doing this for like years.
Right? Couldn't believe he's
I
only
heard
been doing
you
it a
for a
month.
second, and I was looking at some of the stuff you had. It looked really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
did a fabulous job.
I was thinking, I am glad that I am not
I know. Some of those
hoarding
brooches you
jewelry.
had, oh my God, they were beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's good for
Time's up.
you sellers, but it was better for me. I
Sean Michael just told me time's up.
Time's
Hey,
up.
John Michael.
It's well. Did you tell him we would do it till 9 o'clock? Because
I just ignored him.
well,
I gave him the mama look, and you know,
That's that.
right,
This is your crocheting time.
right. You know what? Holding something that's getting big like this, I must not be doing it right because it's hurting my wrist.
No, you're doing it right. Do some carpal tunnel. That's why people only make Afghans in the winter because they get so hot.
oh, because it right now, like this scarf is covering one whole leg.
Right? So you're not going to be chilly today.
I put the heat up when we got in, but it is like it's
So
really
is it snowing there in Jersey?
no, but it did snow and nobody shoveled the snow and it got icy under the snow. So I don't know how long it's been laying here. You know, I don't know if it was just like yesterday or if it was 2 days ago, but you know, meanwhile, nobody shoveled the sidewalk or our front steps. So it's kind of obvious like you're not there
Right.
if it's not shoveled at all. And our, you know, my old neighbor, I hate to say it. I mean, like they are what they are, but the neighbors before would have never let that happen. Like they would have at the very least on the sidewalk. So that for, you know, just to be neighborly.
Right.
The people who live alongside of me, they're not like not nice people, but they pretty much get out of tape measure. And, you know.
Oh, my neighbor is a pain in the... He puts his leaves and his snow on our driveway.
Well,
and then yells at us to get the crap out of our driveway.
Oh no. The guy who plows just to be nice, he actually said to me, "Do you mind if I put the snow over here?" And I go, "I don't care where you put it. Right. You're doing me a favor. If you feel like putting it there or there, I don't care."
Right.
Well, if he was doing
nice,
my driveway, that would be different.
Yeah, no, really. I honestly, like, these guys, so far they've plowed at least 3 times for us. And they're really just being nice. Because they're going and doing the road. And our driveway is right adjacent. I mean, literally like 10 feet away. So.
Well, that's nice that they do that.
So
yeah.
Instead of like plowing, they plow down. They just turn around and plow back up our side. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And you know, everybody's so petty here. Like we have like sometimes we're like 2 inches from the street and they'll say, "Okay, we'll do it $20 or we'll do it $40." You know, or somebody said, "Oh, I'd be happy to help you. My prices run between $100 and $200." And I'm like,
I know. My gardener wanted to do it $150 for the leaves. I'm like, the leaves will stay there.
I had to pay like $250 for leaves the last time I had
to runs up the lawnmower over them, it mulches them, and it'll be fine.
It was killed. Long story. I'll tell you another day. So I had to hire a landscaper this year. Not happy.
Oh Lord.
Anyway, I'm just saying, like, they're so. When he said if anybody needs help I'd be happy to help. And I'm like, you made it sound like I'll come down with my kids and we'll just do it for fun.
Right.
Not fun, but they're helping people who have like issues. And I'm thinking, I have an issue. I couldn't do it myself. Like I get too tired and my heart starts beating hard. And, you know, my grandfather died after shoveling. I don't feel like I want to join him.
No.
So when I said I could maybe use your help, and he says, yeah, okay, it's between 100 and 2. I go, okay, I don't need your help.
Yeah, right. When you say you're going to help somebody, no matter what field you're in, and you're going to do it out of the kindness of your heart, do it out of the kindness of your heart. Don't go, oh yeah, by the way, pay me.
Right.
Right. No, you do it. You do it for the plate of brownies or for a case of beer or whatever it is. Like
Right.
you feel like doing. Like we're happy to give out bottles of wine because we don't drink. So. Anyway, you know, most like we shoveled our neighbor a lot. Like when just cause like she was at some point she was complaining she had arthritis in her hands. So if it would snow, we just run the shovel the extra like 25 feet or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And she would bring over like a small plate of cookies or whatever it was.
Right.
I think she divided the brownies between me and the guy across the street. And it's fine. And we didn't even, you know, it's we don't do it for brownies, but
That's what neighbors do, you know.
Hey, but brownies are not bad.
it's not. No. It's not bad. But I would never drink like even if it was just one shovel wide, I would go and clear a path for school children or something.
Right.
You know, just to leave it. And the guy across the street is he lives in Florida now. In the winter. He used to do it for us too.
When our tractor worked, we did it for the nasty neighbor.
Yeah, there was a lot of snow here. It was
I say we like I actually got on the tractor.
I was gonna say you did. That's so sweet.
Yeah, I didn't get on the tractor.
I like to keep a shovel in my in the room that's adjacent to the deck. So if the snow goes like above the door, I can shovel.
Right.
I can push a little, shovel a little, push a little, shovel, and then like I can open the door, and then the dogs. Sometimes I like to make a pathway for the dogs. So, and I like to also have the shovel in the house so I could. There was one time I did a little. One of my videos is showing like they called it a bomb cyclone, and it was up over our knees.
I remember
one time when I lived in the Bronx, it was up to my waist.
Yep. Remember that.
More than once. And there was another one in the 70s where it was so deep that I was standing on the roof of the car with a shovel trying to shovel off. And someone took a picture of me standing on the roof.
We couldn't get the plows through fast enough.
Mm.
We were stuck in our block for like 3 or 4 days when we had to walk down to get the milk. And the piles were so high.
You couldn't see the person on the other side. And
wow.
I was going with my dad to the street that had stores, and this is like a theme tonight. I slipped on the snow and I fell down.
Why are we not surprised?
And
poor Suzy.
And
you are a klutz, girl.
And he doesn't even notice I'm like down, and some guy picks me up. Like he just grabbed me by like the coat.
That's right, Jeffrey. That's the one we're talking about in 78.
Yeah, that was bad.
They're comparing this one to it, but not in New York.
And I think we got more snow in Pennsylvania than New Jersey, but nobody dealt with the snow in New Jersey, and the bottom inch or two is ice. So the top is fluffy and the bottom is. So maybe we missed 2 snowstorms or something.
Uh-huh.
Well, you could use a leaf blower to get your snow off your walkways if it's fluffy snow.
I don't even know if we might have one that works.
That's what we use.
Tony has a snowblower, but there's a certain kind of like just the right amount of snow that it works on. Like if it's too deep, it doesn't work, and if it's too shallow, it doesn't work. So,
Yeah.
but it probably would have worked on this.
Well, the snowblower works on the cars too. Get it right off. Unless it's icy, you know what I mean?
Oh, you mean the leaf blower?
The leaf
We had
blower.
very fluffy,
Yeah.
fluffy snow today.
And you'd be able to use the leaf blower to clear the paths in your cars.
You should try that. Do you have a leaf blower?
No.
Oh.
I
They
don't.
don't have leaves.
Yeah, well, we got leaves.
I had a leaf blower that the battery just didn't have a whole lot of power. It was really noisy. Didn't have a lot. It was like a waste. And then that was a battery operated. Then I got an electrical one, and I just didn't use it a lot. And I think Tony might have one that's gas. I don't really know. We didn't do anything about the leaves in Pennsylvania, actually. We
That's
just
the thing. We got a leaf blower, like the cheapest one you could find, the lightest one you could find, and it blows the snow right out of the thing. Really nice because
the
the
Black
dogs.
Decker. There's a Black and Decker battery operated one that's like red and black on the, and that was like a cheap. It was like $29. And yeah, it would work, except our battery went dead and I threw it away.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really kind of like, yeah, you could also take if you take the brooms that are made of like whisk, like what I don't know, like
The straw.
those work. We have those.
Yeah, but that takes a lot of back power, and he's just had back surgery, and he's having another one at the end of the month, and he's had a rotator cuff and shoulder messed up.
Well, if you do it and you found a way, that's awesome. I mean,
yeah, that's the best way for us because I can't push.
Right.
No, it gets hard, and it's really like, and if we could melt the ice with.
I have seen them using flame torches on YouTube to melt the ice.
We have a flame torch.
That sounds like something the crazy rednecks around here would do.
They do.
Maybe that's what
Tony was like trying to burn like, I don't know if it's crabgrass or something kind of like crabgrass on the driveway. He goes, it looks really ugly. And I'm like, you're worried about that? Our driveway's so long. I guess I'm more redneck than him. But I think if you let those clumps of whatever that weed is like continue to grow, it eats up like the rocks. Like somehow the rocks go under it, and you never.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, Debbie put out a snow video.
Okay. I'll check it out. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna have to go to my chair so I can fall asleep and then go to bed and be awake for 3 hours.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Ah, shoot. Damn it.
There was one snow that was after 78, and I remember it was sort of waist high, and I remember my dad went to work and they did not do any cleaning of the snow at that point because he used to leave at 5:45 to go to work. And so he was just sort of trudging through this waist deep snow. And he goes, it wasn't bad when I got to the actual street because a couple cars had gone by. So I could like walk in the cracks.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that sounds really safe, Dad. And so he makes his way into Manhattan. It takes him like 3 times the normal amount of time anyway. And his boss shows up and he goes, what are you doing here? And he's like, I usually unlock the place for all the workers. And he goes, nobody's coming to work today. Go home.
Oh, geez. So you didn't need to walk back.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Wow.
And, because we lived where the trains were elevated, he had to walk into, one time he's like, he had to walk to the A train, which is underground. And that's like an extra mile away.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So he's just like, he said he just found people who were like almost stranded and they just like walked together to make sure like nobody got hurt.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
And I could see if you're like a nurse or a doctor and you need to be in a medical facility because people do get injured. But if you're like working in like a factory kind of situation, it's not necessary. They could wait a day. Oh, yeah.
It got big quick.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah. It did.
Uh-oh. Did you lose me or Susie?
What?
Nobody lost anybody.
Oh, because it just started buffering.
Oh.
When I first got here, I couldn't get online, but I forgot. Like, my Wi-Fi was Pennsylvania. I had to switch for some reason. I thought it would just connect anyway.
Yeah.
So I made it to another color again.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
good.
So that's kind of nice.
Those are such pretty colors.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I like it. Thank you. I like it. That's why I'm still doing it, because I like the colors.
I like making things that are useful.
I have a short attention span.
Oh, me too.
So
I get bored easily.
I put this down for a few days. But like yesterday when I had no interest in making anything, I was like, I had like 2 or 3 years like that. I didn't want to be going back to that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just bought all this stuff.
Bye, Glenn.
Bye, Glenn.
Bye, Glenn. There was a woman who does crafts and she has ADD and she says, "You don't know how much money I've wasted." I go, I think I do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I said they should just rent us the stuff because we know we're not going to be doing it for more than like 3 weeks.
This lady goes, "Why buy a sweater for $100 when I can buy all the things I need to make one for $250?"
Exactly. Wow. And I'm like, oh, I could buy one for $8 because I go to.
Right.
You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes,
Right.
any,
Melanie likes your color, Susie.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll show. It's this yarn. I don't know, they're all pretty. I thought they were different.
Show it again. I've made you big so we could see it.
Oh, okay. They have like blues, oranges, like sort of
I like that.
purpley colors and a little bit of like in the orange there's like other colors, greens and rose. I don't know. I love
Very
it.
pretty.
And that's a good yarn company too.
Little Debbie.
It's very soft.
Debbie, y'all got snow too, boo?
Are you crying or laughing? I can't tell.
I think she's
laughing.
She's laughing. Laughing so hard she's crying.
What are you laughing at? I don't even know what was funny. Unless
you startled.
It started. The snow.
So
it started.
So how's it going?
Ours finally stopped, Debbie.
Debbie, did you ever have snow before? She probably will say I got a dusting once. People that live around there aren't used to snow.
Yeah. I understand that.
I heard when Texas gets like an ice storm, it like people, they don't know what they're doing. They just.
Oh, they're getting hit pretty hard today.
Yeah, well, I heard they're getting a blizzard. 3 inches. Yeah. Oh, 3 inches aren't that much.
It is when you're not used to it.
Yeah. I tell you what, I was almost looked like it was coming down so hard. It looked like a blizzard, whatever that's supposed to look like, but
Yeah, we had about I think we had 6 inches, and then like a day later we had like another 2 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The realtor who lives not that far from where we bought the house, he goes, we've been getting snows that are like kind of little snows, and then they go away. So he said, he goes, when I was a kid though, it would a lot of times be like the kind of snow that's like up to your waist, and then they make the big piles, and the piles don't melt till April. Kind of.
Oh wow.
Well, we used to use those big piles to slide down in the city.
In the year I met Tony, there was a ton of snow, and it stayed till April, and I used to call it the big pile of snert because it was like snow dirt, and
Yeah.
so whenever I see that snert, and I mean it looks so pretty for the first day, and then it becomes filthy.
Yeah. And you get to look at it until April.
Oh well, we have an extra fun kind of slush where I live because it has horse poo.
Oh, that's nice. At least it freezes it and doesn't let the aroma get out.
I haven't really. I'll be truthful. Like once in a blue moon, you get kind of like a sniff of animal.
Yeah, who goes along and picks that up? Do they have an Amish truck that goes along and picks it up?
No. And that's why we were wondering. Like we had the dog bags for the poo, and we were picking it up, and and I said, do we even have to pick up poo if they let their horses shit?
Oh, no, that's not it. No. My little dog bag's not going to hold your horse's poo. I am not picking it up.
Wait, did they horses?
No, I didn't mean that. I meant my dog pooped in the street, and we picked up the dog.
Right.
Poop, and I'm thinking, why?
Yeah, but
like there's poo everywhere.
Right.
So I said, if my dog goes into the grass area and makes a poo there, I'm not picking. I'm not going on a search for it. That's it.
Good night, Shelby. Have a great night.
Shelby.
Coming.
Sweet dreams.
Have a good day in school tomorrow. No, I'm just saying, if you're gonna be going and picking up horse poo, you're gonna need a bigger bag than dog.
No. I meant just the dog poo.
Just kidding.
But then I'm thinking, why am I picking up dog poo if it's laying right next to horse?
I know, right?
You know when like we have parades and stuff, a lot of times they'll have those like, things on the back of the horses to catch it.
Yeah, like little bags.
I wonder if I'm wondering if some towns make ordinances like that, because they were trying to make it so they put rubber on the wheels, and they don't near me. They make ruts in the road, and they're not paying.
Right.
I know they pay real estate tax, but I don't know if they don't pay every kind of tax for sure.
They don't pay school tax.
They don't pay the school tax for sure. And I don't even think they pay the Social Security stuff, which is, I don't know.
But they don't use it either.
Right.
And they don't use Medicare, so they use their own medical.
I don't know. A lot of the people in the woods, like or the backwoods or the up the hill people, they call them the Dutch, and they said, you think they have no money, but they're buying up every plot of land that it isn't built on. They're buying. Like if it's built on, they don't buy it because you have to pay more taxes on land with houses. But if there's a plot that they could like take the trees away and plow it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're buying up the whole neighborhood. Like the lady I drive around, her little farm is 45 acres. And then she owns 10 acres on the other side of my house.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I know of. Like she might own, they might own like 5 other plots of land all over.
Well, that's good because their government's not going to come in and build up big houses, or the big builders who build up those apartment things.
There you go. Like that's like what I was worried about, because they'll there's an area down the hill from me, and there's like house like right all
right
outside, and they probably just built a farm bought a couple farms and did that. And I know that they haven't done apartment buildings around, but like if I just don't want to ever, I don't want to have one.
Exactly. I know what you're saying.
Like if it's a little house, like like off to the side, I could probably deal with it. But I could tell, like we drive down some of these like side roads and they'll be like old farm, modern big house. Like why? It's like,
Yeah.
it looks so weird. Like why do you have this 5-bedroom big or 6-bedroom house in this in the farmlands? It just looks like McMansion. But it is what it is. And I actually like, a lot of people are really against the Amish. When I post any kind of thread about it, they'll say all these horrible things. Oh, they don't treat their animals right. And I'm like thinking, take a look at your other neighbor, and they probably don't treat their wives right or their kids right. Or
Right.
don't throw stones if you live in a glass house. Anyway, these people,
There's always one person in the group.
and then they'll say like, oh, and then there's all this incest and all this like this, that. And I'm like, every neighborhood has that. Every neighborhood.
Melanie.
You can't, if it's like a, let's say 20% rate of like something untoward is going to happen to you in your lifetime. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're Amish or if you're
right
Jamaican or whatever, from New Jersey. It's going to happen.
Thank you, Melanie. It's gray in the center. So I'm making one with the and I put the checkered row in it. I'm making it with the scrap, like little skeins of yarn that I got.
I fell asleep with my iPad open to Amazon, and
Ooh, what'd you buy?
little pieces of yarn. When this was years ago, when I was not crocheting, and I'm like, I saw it said we shipped your order today. I go, I didn't make an order, and I called them up and I said, stop that! Don't bring it to me. I did not order that. They go, well, you ordered it. I go, well, I think I fell asleep and my hand fell bad. But I had like one click ordering. She goes, yeah, we'll turn that off. But she goes, just when it comes, call us and we'll decide if you could return it or whatever. I think she ended up saying, oh, the person didn't want it back. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but you still had to pay for it.
No, they refunded me.
Oh, okay, good.
Because I called them before, like right after.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't. And then when they came, I thought they were going to be this size. They were this size.
Yeah.
They were samples of yarn. What were they for?
That's what I'm using. It's like, I want to use these up. I can't do
it. Was
else
like, even listed, it was so tiny. And it was like 12, like little itty bitty itties. Like I for fun of it, like just tried to see if I could make you could make the inside of a granny square, like the first 1 or 2 rows.
Yeah.
And that would be that.
From in the drain. From the drain.
But I'm just gonna just make it all the colors that were in the box. There was 12 colors in the box. But the colors are way too off to go with these colors. So I'm just doing it these colors. And eventually I will probably get another gray or something and I'll make it bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, have you heard about that? It's called the life blanket. Grandma makes the baby a blanket. And then every year, Grandma adds on when the baby's birthday is.
Oh.
And then they get to pick the color. They start getting to pick their colors when they're old enough. And then mom,
nice.
And then if mom has to take over, then mom takes over. And that's until they get married.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it too.
And what if mom
I like that kind of stuff. I know a whole lot of kids that are like, oh, it's like so spoiled. Everybody's into like, we're not into that, but there's this like throwaway kind of culture. Where people, they buy cheap and they throw it away, and they buy cheap and they throw it away, or even even if it's $100, they'll still throw it away. It's like, it's donate it. Buy, if people who only shop new clothes would buy like a couple of things at a thrift shop or a consignment store, like even just 3 times a year, it would save a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, because it takes a lot of energy to make clothes. It takes a lot of like resources to just get to throw stuff away, and I don't know. It's environmentally sound. My brother's wife's extended family, like one of the girls is really into that. And she heard about somebody throwing away their apple box. She goes, figure out a way to reuse it.
They sell apple boxes empty.
I know.
They sell a lot of different phone boxes, not just Apple.
I wonder how much they get for stuff. I mean, I found one of my Apple. Well, it would make a difference if like the product's still being used. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Oh, I love shopping. I could do it sleep shopping or awake shopping. I like to shop. It's a problem.
It depends
But
on
it's
what I'm
not
shopping
hoarding if
for.
I use it eventually, right? I'm protecting the yarn from the trash bin.
There you go.
I wonder if anybody, like, if you know they're getting rid of yarns and you can go dumpster diving and get it. I mean, I know that, like, if it's hard for you to walk, you're not going to dumpster dive. But that Amish lady that I went out with, she likes to check the dumpsters for certain things. Like, she wants the kind of bottles that you can, like one of the Italian restaurants throws away these big bottles of red sauce, and she'll take them and then do canning and use them.
Yeah, that's smart.
I mean,
Yeah.
and if she's getting it for free, it's a lot better than paying $5.
Right.
You could probably ask them to hold them for her.
Yeah, they're just throwing them away.
Yeah.
So she found in one of the dumpsters when I was driving her around, she took a peek and they had that, that big plastic stuff that you wrap around.
Uh-huh.
Like,
this stuff. I love this stuff.
Yeah,
this is
she had a
Dawn's
big roll of it. And I was thinking, ooh, I'm moving. I could use that. She's like, my husband uses that. And I'm like, okay. But I'm sure she's not that emotional of a person. Like, for her, she kind of smiles, but she doesn't really crack up. You know what I mean? Like, like kind of serious.
Wait, you can't get her to crack up? Oh.
I can get her to smile and almost laugh, but I've been trying. It's hard because I have potty mouth. And that's what I said to her. I go, I'm really worried that we're going to be in the car and I'm going to scream out a curse at somebody who'll like cut me off or something. She says, I know all the words. And she goes, we don't like to use them, but we have used them. And I'm like, okay. But that was funny when she said that. I laughed. I'm like, okay. Just warning you.
They just say them in Dutch so that we don't understand.
Right.
Those tourists.
They speak it's almost like an old German. And
Yeah.
the reason why they call them Pennsylvania Dutch is because they used to say Deutsche, which is German. The word Deutsch means German. So they got like kind of like, that's why they say that. And but the people in my area call them Dutchmen. And when I started talking to her, I said Amish, and she says, yeah, we call ourselves Amish. So I call her Amish. That's what people were getting all weird about me saying. Oh, I went out to, she goes, do you say like I went out with my Presbyterian friend? I go, well, there's a difference between like someone being Methodist and someone being Amish, like, or even someone being Catholic. If you're Catholic, you might pray to a saint, and maybe if you're Protestant, you don't. But you don't wear clothes that don't have like zippers, and and you don't, you use I mean, there's a big difference.
Yeah, it's a whole culture,
And
a
it
whole
really,
lifestyle.
it's the lifestyle. I mean, it's like she doesn't have a cell phone, so she drives her horse to my house to knock on my door and see if I'm available to hang out. It's very different. So
Yeah, they use straight pins in their clothes. I'm like, oh my gosh,
That could
that's
be
gotta
painful.
hurt.
well, they say sometimes like I think I saw something with buttons, but something was supposedly like a little like zippers are too vain or fancy, and then there's some of them that wear like one suspender and some that wear two, and I think that they have some sort of a dressier suit. Then they're usually wearing like white shirts and dark pants. The women wear blues and purples and teals, but they usually have something black on. But never a pattern, like never with like stripes or never with flowers, just solid
And
gold.
always the same style.
And they all kind of look very similar. They all look like they have like a similar shaped glasses that they'll wear. They have the bonnets, and then so you don't really see hair differences. And a lot of them are actually related. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of them are kind of plump. So, like when you see them in a buggy and you see the glasses and the bonnet and a plump face, it's like they'll kind of start to look alike.
Then you say most of them, their names are all Elizabeth.
Well, the first three that I met were Elizabeth. So I would say that's Elizabeth. I thought I had a pretty good chance of.
And
yeah, getting it right.
Yoder.
Yoder. We have some. We have Hostetler. Lots and lots of Hostetlers by me, and there are Yoders in like the next town, and then there's another named Peachy. That usually those are the buggies that have yellow tops. Almost every the Peachy, which is a weird name. I feel like it's not weird to them, but it doesn't sound German.
No.
But yeah, they used to call it the Yoder Toter. Like they had these like kind of minivans that they'll drive like a whole big family up to like visit a relative in upstate New York. So they hire these cars out. I wonder how much they pay. People are saying like you can make money taking these people shopping, but I wouldn't even begin to know how much to charge. I want to go anyway, so I don't feel like it's any.
Yeah, and you're enjoying your company, aren't you?
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
sometimes they'll have me running all over the world. I thought we were just going to go to a thrift shop and a store, and then meanwhile we're like, oh, stop here and stop there. But I'm okay with it. But that's my nature, because if somebody wants help, I'll help them.
That's how we should all be.
For the most part, I'm not gonna be very good if you're moving. I can't lift stuff.
Yeah.
I can hold the door open. I can make a
Hey, if they can build a barn in one day, I'm sure they can help you move.
Well, she already kind of mentioned that, like, if we need, like, the boys get hired out, she was saying it $20 an hour, and the girls at 15. I'm thinking that's a little steep.
Wait, but then you got to pay each boy $20 an hour.
Yep.
Yeah. So, well, but they're making money. I don't know. There was another family down the road that said that the girl comes and cleans her house for 10 an hour, and then the lady likes to make her lunch, but you don't have to, but she just does. She tells her to take a break, gives her lunch. And I was like,
yeah, I'm a little upset. I mean, $20 for the guys and $15 for the girls? No. Not if they're going to be moving the furniture and all that.
Well, the girls would be doing cleaning, and the boys do heavy lifting. But quite frankly, I don't know. I feel like I would rather just say, if you'll help me, I'll give you $100, or $50.
Right.
50, have some number in your head that you want to spend.
Right, because you got to drive them all the way to Jersey.
Oh, well, that that could never happen probably.
They would just help you unload.
We would have to get like some people like to load it up, and then we'd have to get them to unload it. And I mean, like the way people are these days, like we asked, like when I got a new appliance, we asked them to move the appliance we had into another space, and they said, well, how much did you think you wanted to spend? And I said, I want to spend 20, but I'll give you 40. And they said, how about 50? And I'm like, oh, yeah, we were kind of like stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, like, quite frankly, these other people are busy, but I think in the winter they're less busy because
they can't plow and soil and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
because it's frozen ground.
But a lot of them have, like, I want to say the side hustles, because they're like one of the relatives, and I don't know how he gets to have it, but he has some sort of like construction business. So the guys get picked up in like a minivan and they go to do drywalling, and the girls were going and they were painting these places. So I asked him, Elizabeth told me that her daughters like the painting better than doing the farmer market because it's less lifting.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, okay. But, there's not enough, like one of the guys who I heard being interviewed, he was living in Ohio, but he said, I have 5 sons and I can let one son have enough land to make money on, but I don't have enough for 5 sons to make money on. So they have to learn, they either have to buy, do something else so they can buy their own land.
Right.
So they make furniture, or they make carriages, or they do roofing, or they do barns or stables, They have
I had a girl on YouTube, and she had bought 2 barns, I think, or whatever, from the Amish. And she said he did 2 others, and the people didn't pick them up. So they were like $6,500 for both. So she says, well, I'll put it out on my social media and see. That same day she did that, somebody went and bought 2 people from, I forget what state, she said, came and bought them both. And he was so excited because, she said it was, around the holiday time, and that was their money. Like, it was, they had 5 kids, and it was like $6,500 that they got stuck with. And she says when we got there, he told us, and they invited us in. She goes, you sure?
Yeah. I didn't think they let the English in.
I've been in her
they
house.
did. They invited her in. They were so excited, and the kids were hugging her, and
I got invited in a couple times. Once to see where she does her sewing, like her sewing room, and one time I stepped in the vestibule, like just to get out of the rain. But they're not like big on coming in, or
right.
they didn't say,
hanging out.
why don't you come over for dinner on Thursday? It's not like
Right.
No.
Or come over for a cup of coffee. Yeah.
or like a barbecue even. Well, I would invite them to come.
Right.
Barbecue.
My husband goes, nobody's coming over for a cup of coffee. I'm not talking to you.
And almost everybody has like rang the bell by where we pull in, like the driveway, which is the back door, not the front door. And what the one lady up the hill, she goes, I'm your noisy neighbor. And I'm thinking, I go, what do you mean? And she goes, I'm always yelling. I go, I haven't heard you yell once. One time I told you I was sitting on that like deck area we have, and I heard her sneeze. And then she sneezes like a few times in a row. So I yelled, God bless you. She didn't answer me back. And I go, all I've ever heard from your house is you sneeze. And she laughed. Because she was outside. And she goes, oh, I have allergies. I go, okay.
Hey, Carol.
Oh, hi, Carol. You're definitely.
Hi, Carol.
definitely like the people so far that we've spoken to are very friendly. The guy that lives right alongside of us has never made one effort to come and say hi or to wave or anything. And he has gatherings every weekend in the nice weather. And our neighbors said, don't worry about them. They might sit outside and have a barbecue, but it always wraps up by 10 o'clock. I'm like, okay.
But
And
ain't no time to cut it off.
I guess there's one kid that goes around in circles. They had a snowmobile and they have like some sort of motorbike form, motorcycle.
It is, Carol.
So he makes a lot of noise. And then my husband's like, don't go there. Don't be that neighbor. Because I'm like,
Right.
what's that noise? Oh, is that kid riding his bike? He's like,
and
stop.
Carol, we got an open panel. The things at the top. If you want to come up and craft with us, I think we're all kind of crocheting tonight.
We are.
I was gonna do sublimation stuff tonight, but I need my computer. If I'd have had everything printed in front. Oh, you're loom knitting. Cool.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
I'm still curious about how people would make a hat with those things.
Okay.
Oh, I make them all the time.
You do.
Yeah, that's what we do. We make the hats for
Look, Jennifer, take a look.
for the church.
She's like, Suzy
Huh?
crochets.
I'm not a fan of the blue.
I was crocheting. Loomis. I haven't crocheted though. I mean, I crocheted last week with you. I think
Can
I
you see
got.
the color now? It's going back to the light again.
Oh,
It's
it's
very
pretty.
subtle.
but I like that.
Yeah.
Very, very subtle. Getting big.
Yeah.
There was a guy. It's
It's
just
a
weird.
scarf, Jennifer.
Oh, whose?
The Suzy.
Mine. I think she's talking about.
Suzy's.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be. It's gonna be a scarf because I want it to be big enough that I could kind of wrap it around my ears and my neck a couple times.
Yeah. Carol, you're welcome to come up.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Do you guys that sell a lot, do they still do these like
No.
take a look up? Do they still have the flat rate bubble?
I think
envelope?
all priority and flat rate stuff are just regular.
Right.
What do you mean regular? It's not flat rate anymore?
Round advantage.
Well, I don't know about the flat rate, but the priority. Oh, she's already in her jammies. The priority is now. I think you can use it just for regular flat rate.
They don't have priority anymore.
Not flat rate.
This used to be like about not like $8.59 ish. So
Yeah.
now I can't just say okay, it's $9 and I can fill it in.
I don't
No.
think.
The flat rates no more.
So I would just have to put in the weight. Now I have to weigh it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Carol,
but I
we
think
do this
like
every
priority
Tuesday.
boxes are used for just right. If you use it, it's not priority. No, do they still have priority? Something is not there anymore. Shoot.
The lady at the post office a couple weeks ago said to me, "We're not handing out priority boxes anymore," and I was returning them, and so she said, "Just throw them away." And so we put some in the recycling. But I was just wondering, because it's hard for me to weigh things now and to, do measure. Just, I don't have that whole setup anymore. So I was wondering if I could just say, okay, well, it's $9 to mail something. And it would be easier. What?
John said the thing they don't have anymore is service.
True.
Oh, well. It just makes life more difficult.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And if you walk right in, which I know some people when I was starting out were doing that. And it was like, I bought a lot of stuff from this woman, not thinking that she was going to say to me the shipping was $40. I was like, I bought $13 worth of stuff and you're charging me $40 to ship it for me. I was thinking
Right.
it's not worth it. But
oh my gosh, where was she shipping it from? The UK?
she was shipping it from Georgia, and she was doing these like Franken boxes, and almost everybody complained about, because she would just do regular, like, take it to the post office and say, how much does it cost? And if they said $75, it would be like, all right, well, it costs $75. And
Wow.
people don't buy an auction $10 let's just say birdhouse to then pay like $40 a shipping.
Exactly.
It's like, well, I don't need you for $50. I can go get a really nice birdhouse.
Right. Jennifer said you can go get it weighed and then
all right.
John Lucas said that.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, I know.
Oh, John Lucas. I'm sorry, John.
We had something that was really heavy, and I weighed my husband, and then I had him lift it and then go back on the scale, so we could kind of have an idea like how much it was. But I have a scale somewhere. I don't know where it is at this point. So
okay, so Google says it still has flat rate shipping, so they just don't have the priority then, I guess. I don't know.
well, if they have the bubble wrap, like, as I know, it used to be around $8.75. So I'm gonna assume it went up to 9 or 10. But I don't know. But you could put a lot of, I want to put a lot of stuff in one of these bags, because someone told me, did you tell me, like, if you stick a pinhole on one side,
what you would do is make a little slit at the bottom, slide your stuff in there, and then tape up the slit.
All right. Well,
not a big, just like enough to make air hole.
I did that once, and I had a friend in California, and she said, she bought a whole outfit for me and Julie, and she said, can you roll everything up so tight and shove it in one of those bags? And I said, I can try. And I did. And I got so much stuff here. It was funny. I've tried.
That's fun, Carol. But we do this every week, so when you can. She is going to Tennessee to watch her granddaughter cheer competition, and she's making the scarves.
Oh, cool!
The cheer team.
Nice. She's in her jammies. I don't even know if I have jammies here. I mean, I have sweatshirts and sweatpants, which I am happy to sleep in.
Well, look, it's just you and Tony. You can just sleep in a t-shirt. Or
nothing. I mean, I know it's me and my husband, and the dogs don't care what I wear, but he doesn't care what I wear. He would not care. But he's really quite surprised when I sometimes wear like 5 layers of clothes. And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm cold. And so I put up like an undershirt, like an athletic tee, or like a tank top that hugs your body. Then I'll put a t-shirt, then I'll put like a sweatshirt over it. And he's like, and then I'll put socks on and sweatpants. And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm cold.
Yeah.
And then I wrapped my head.
Marie just said she went out into the earth to get my drink. I don't know why they put it in the snow.
To get it cold.
I just said put it on the back porch.
Well, that's one way to cool.
That was nice. She trudged all the way out in the snow.
She did. She was.
You better wild snow.
So are you guys still on flip-flops on the inside?
I am. Marie's barefoot. Put that in the fridge.
That would be.
Yeah.
That's what you should take a picture of your foot in the snow barefoot.
No, just in and then she's got those hairy Chewbacca boots. And she wore that in the snow. And I'm like,
Isn't that what they're for?
Well, maybe not. Maybe they're
no.
waterproof. They're going to get ruined.
My feet were warm.
She said her feet were warm. And then she comes in and there's like this much snow all around the boots.
You shake them out real good and put them by the fireplace.
Well, they were stuck to the Chewbacca hair. So
Chewbacca hair.
My dogs come in with the snow stuck on their legs.
So does mine.
oh my God, that was so good.
They have like snowballs, like in their feet. It's horrible.
Well, we tried to make Precious go out. She wouldn't pee on the pad. Full of things. She was miserable. So my husband backed up his truck, and where his truck was parked, there was nothing there. So then she peed. And then she came inside like the
I bet.
poor baby.
What you got on the blanket?
What do you mean what I have on it?
If you have like a pajama pant leg, you could cut like holes in it and make like a little makeshift outfit for her.
Yeah. Garrett found an
her.
old shirt for John Paul. We could have put that on her.
Oh, you're fine, Carol.
Yeah, it's okay.
You ought to see what I wrote when I was in Jennifer and Debbie's chat, and I put, they were talking about listing, and I said, I need to list, and it came out, I need to lust.
Oh my gosh.
I hurried and got that out.
I've been making so many typographical errors. On my threads.
I mean, you know, come on.
I'm nearly 700 followers on that, by the way.
That's awesome, y'all.
In a couple weeks, I could boom, 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 like
Y'all can follow Suzy Woozy on Threads. That's her new gig.
it's called. I'm at Susan and Trixie.
At Susan and Trixie on Threads.
Yes, Carol, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
So next week it'll be on Suzy Woozy's channel.
We change people every week.
So it'll be Suzy, Theresa, me. Suzy, Theresa, me.
I'll probably be in PA. Probably.
So does that mean you're going to paint next week? Or draw or something?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have
Glad you like it, Carol.
I've been going to that little room that's off the kitchen, which is off the living room, and my husband watches television, so I can't make noise in the dining area, whereas that's where I paint right now, because we only have like 2 folding tables, and I have a plant stand in that little room, and that's where I plop up this. I mean, it's an elongated one, and I can crochet right on my lap, so it's the easiest thing to do, craft wise.
Right.
I mean, if I was just sketching something, which I don't know, I'm thirsty.
Right. Well, next week, Carol, don't put your jammies on so early, and you can come craft with
Well,
us.
she's
And
busy
Melanie,
next week.
and then Melanie can, not look so rough as she says, and she can come up.
Yeah.
Good luck with the cheering. You don't have, look, let's be honest. There's 8 people here. I don't see all 8 people chat. The people who some people click on and they click off, right? So if you're not, I don't know. Like I said, it's not like we're fashion influencers.
No.
We're not doing.
Thank you, Jennifer.
This is our time off where we can just chill and not do the auction stuff, no auctions, and just have a good conversation.
Yeah.
But that's it for now because I ran out of yarn.
Oh, cool.
I did a whole skein and a half of yarn while we were sitting here.
Is that going to be a shawl?
No, it's just going to be a little lap blanket.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
It's a little small right now, so I gotta wait until I get some more colors.
But you did that pretty quick. You've been working on it for a couple days in between everything else.
So Jennifer, did you go on?
Mostly here.
Did they go on with? Did Debbie and Jennifer go on? Because
Yeah.
do they? What time do you have where you chat? Because I
I
didn't.
think they went on Monday after we got off.
Thank you, John Lucas.
I was looking. I wanted to see.
Jennifer said you're quieter here.
I am gonna have to get going because it's after
Who's
10.
quieter, me or
Theresa.
Theresa?
Me.
That's because she's chilling, Jennifer.
I've been in the conversation.
No, I think you're not singing, you know.
Oh well, that has not started yet.
Oh.
She'll surprise. I'm quieter because I'm tired. I know.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a long day tomorrow.
And then Thursday,
Yeah.
we're going to be talking in the morning.
Yeah.
That's right. She's in her happy place doing what she loves. All right, guys. Thank y'all for coming so much.
I'm so sorry.
We appreciate y'all, and we will see y'all tomorrow on East Coast Resellers.
Yeah.
Y'all have a
And
good
then
night,
we're on
guys.
hump day.
Yes, we're gonna be on Hump Day tomorrow after East Coast Resellers.
And then Thursday.
Thursday's Doghouse. I think it's in your house, isn't it, Suzy?
I think it's mine.
Yeah, I think so. So,
All right.
yeah. No singing at Johnny's, but probably. I don't know. But maybe, I guess that's there will be singing at Johnny's. And you know they're going to be singing on East Coast Resellers tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So, y'all have a good night, guys.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
That's
Bye.
right. Put the thumbs up. Thanks.